All right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. It's time for the big one, the biggest game of WSL Sunday. It's Manchester City versus Liverpool, and it's going to cap off what's been a wonderful weekend of Women's Super League action so far. We've already seen Chelsea beat Arsenal, Manchester United batter Tottenham. Now it's time for Manchester City. City need a win to go top, or go back top. Harry, exciting game. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, very much so. As you say, I think we've had a brilliant weekend so far. And this is going to be a really interesting game. Liverpool back at Anfield against Man City, who have an opportunity to go ahead of Chelsea, go ahead of Manchester United once again. So a lot riding on this game. This is a big fixture. City do not want to be dropping points. They've already drawn this so far this season. So this should be a game they're going to win. This should be a game where they show their class. But Liverpool, they're a very tidy team. They've got a big home support. I'm going to be intrigued to see what they can come up with. I do think that they haven't had a great start to the season. They have struggled slightly.
I disagree. I think by all metrics they've underperformed what's been expected of them. I think in the game against Tottenham they scored 2 own goals and they really shouldn't have. I think in the game against West Ham they were much the better side.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. They've really struggled.
The result. Yeah, you said they really struggled. I mean, I think they've played well though. I think the performances haven't merited the results they've got. I think they've been a bit unfortunate in that regard.
They need to kill off games.
That is very true. I don't think they put away enough of the chances they're getting, and they're gifting teams opportunities to score. I think especially in the Tottenham game, that should have been so much more comfortable for Liverpool than it was. However, today they will be afforded no such mercy.
Exactly.
It's Manchester City. City are clinical in every aspect of the field. They will take every chance they get. They're a very good team. We saw that in the week as they took on Barcelona, who I think most people would say are the best team in the world right now. And yet City didn't look fazed by that task. Instead, they went out and they beat them 2-0. I don't think they'll be fazed by today's task. They know how Liverpool are going to play. They know what to expect, and I think they'll be up for it.
Yeah, very much so. As you say, Manchester City, I think it's fair to say, played Barcelona off the park on Wednesday night, and that's on Thursday night. Sorry, and that's no easy thing to do. As you say, they are an incredible football team. So that shows a lot about Man City. They're coming into this game off that massive high. That a win like that does wonders for morale, for the team and for the dressing room. There's a lot of belief in that camp that after such a positive year last year, that this year could be the year that Man City go on and they do something really good and they go and get silverware. So games like today, they've got to get through them. Arsenal face a challenge. Liverpool will put up a challenge, but realistically, they have to up their performance massively. If they stick 2 goals past themselves again, like they did against Tottenham, Man City will wipe the floor with them. Liverpool have got to turn up today and got to give it a fight.
Yeah, and they can't afford to miss chances in the manner they have been. They won't get as many chances against Manchester City for obvious reasons. I don't think Tottenham will look very good. I think City are very good. Yeah. So they have got to take chances when they come their way, which is something they've really struggled with this season. Let's have a look then at the lineups for today's game. We'll start with the host Liverpool. Of course, we are at Anfield, and what impact that could have on the game is yet to be seen. So we'll start with Liverpool. It looks like a 3-5-2, which is how we'd expect them to line up under Matt Beard. In goal, it's Rachel Laws, a back three of Clark, Bonner and Matthews. Across the 5, it's Parry, Herbing and Nagano, Capox and Hines, and then a front 2 of Smith and Haug. Now, we saw a lot of interesting things in the game against Tottenham. We saw Hines be a little bit... we saw Hines play as a left centre-half, and we saw Capox as the left wing-back type role. We saw Matthews come into midfield at one point because Lundgaard went off with that injury. Today, though, this looks much more settled.
Yeah, very much. As you say, that it was kind of a makeshift team, to be honest, in that Tottenham game in parts. And they did get through it, but yeah, obviously a horrible... Another ACL injury for this season for Lundgaard. But yeah, it's good to see they've got all the players in the positions they want the players to be in, and hopefully that a bit more of a common shape, a common theme, common positions for everyone on the Liverpool side. Just do a bit more solid. That's what they need. A little bit more solidity in there, and that front line has got to start to be a bit more clinical. I think they've done well. Haug and Smith have played quite well together. Just need to start finishing off those chances.
To be fair, it will be interesting to see what they do with Matthews, Capox and Hines, because you've got Capox who can't really play central midfield. So I think we may actually see Matthews in midfield, Hines at left centre half, and Kapox at left wing back, that would make a bit more sense. You've got, Haug has looked really good this season so far. You've got Olivia Smith, who looks like a real breath of fresh air in that front line. I think she's a really talented player. So they've got players that can hurt City. It's just whether or not they'll be able to execute their game plan and offer that challenge to what is a very strong Man City team.
Yeah, 100%. But, as I said, if they can remain solid and if they can take a chance, then suddenly they're in the game. And that's the main thing. Got to remain very solid defensively. Have got to look a lot stronger than they have. Against Tottenham was a bit too open. They can't afford to be that open today.
Yeah. Let's analyse the visitors then. It's a 4-3-3 for Gareth Taylor's side with a couple of changes from the game against Barcelona in the week. In goal, Yamashita retains her spot. Kiara Keating struggling to get into this Manchester City side as of late. In the back four, Cass Bryan moves from left back to right back with the injury to Naomi Lazelle ruling her out of contention for today's game. Alexandria Green with the centre halves and Ua Harvey coming in at left back. In the midfield three, it's Park Hasagawa and Jill Roord replacing Vivian Miedemar and an unchanged front line of Fowler, Shaw and Lauren Hemp. Very strong team, Harry. Where's the danger? Everywhere?
Yeah, pretty much. I think the front three is complete. I understand why that's not unchanged because they were absolutely brilliant against Barcelona, particularly Mary Fowler, but I think all three of them were superb and you have to give them their credit. They played extremely, extremely well. So definitely expecting to see a very clinical front three there and they're going to put a lot of pressure onto the Liverpool backline. Midfield three, Roord comes in for Miedemar. I understand why Roord didn't play midweek. Obviously, they're managing her minutes, but also the attacking intent from the midfield actually massively helped City on Thursday, and Barcelona couldn't get out. That's what Miedemar gives you. Roord's a little bit more balanced, and
she can still push very high. She can press very effectively. So I think they've got the midfield in theory shouldn't work because it is quite unbalanced, but because Yu Hasegawa is so incredibly good, you can get away with it to a certain extent. So I think in a game like this where they will be the dominant force, I don't think they'll have any issues. It's only when they play teams like Arsenal and I think when they play Chelsea in November that might be a bit of an issue. But with Jill Roord, you can always ask her to play a bit more of a deeper role.
Yeah, very much so.
Less aggressive role. So I think City are looking quite sharp at the moment. A player I want to draw a lot of attention to at the moment is Jess Park. I think right now, bar Khadija Shaw, she's probably the most undroppable player in this Man City side. I think that every action she's had has been positive. She's been fantastic in every game this season. I think she's got a contribution in every game as well, if I remember correctly. So absolutely phenomenal statistics so far. A player we didn't really see much of last season until Jill Roord picked up her injury, but she's blossoming with a starting berth in this City squad this year. Same really for Mary Fowler, another player who struggled for minutes last season, came into the right-hand side. She played through the middle in City's last WSL match, then came into the right-hand side last time out against Barcelona, where I think now she has displaced Chloe Kelly as a starter.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those two massively impressed with on Thursday. I think, as you say, Park has come on leaps and bounds, since over the last 2 years, and it's just going to keep getting better and better. And that is a scary prospect if you're not a Manchester City fan. That there's still more to Jess Park.
Yeah,
she's
very
playing
exciting for England, though.
Exactly, yeah, absolutely brilliant. But she's playing so well right now, and she's only going to get better. Mary Fowler, given her opportunity, finally, this season, and she took it, and it now looks like that she's going to be rewarded for that brilliant performance. That she's going to start to get consistent starting minutes in this Manchester City side. But yeah, brilliant. That front three and that midfield three are playing so well right now. And to be fair, the back four, you have to give them credit as well. Absolutely phenomenal. Especially Alexandri was quality. So was Lazelle. Obviously, unfortunately, Lazelle getting injured at the very end of the Barca game.
Lazelle's first goal in professional football was against Barcelona in the Champions League on debut.
On your Champions League debut is mental. Yeah. And Alexandri was probably my best player for me on Thursday night. Up there with Park and Fowler. But it's just looked brilliant playing as that right centre half in this City team.
Yeah, and Khadija Shaw only one WSL strike to her account this season. Will she add to that today, do you reckon?
Probably. I mean, it's Khadija Shaw. Once she's going to get firing, and that is scary. Once she gets going, she can't be stopped.
Yeah, I think that's certainly true. Top scorer from last season. She'll be looking to reclaim that accolade again this year. She's 20 shy of what she's mustered up last campaign, but if anyone's going to be able to catch Khadija Shaw, it's probably Khadija Shaw.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. The only player that I still have questions over in this Man City side is Yamashita.
And I think they're rightful questions. I think on the ball, Yamashita, one of the top goalkeepers in the WSL, very comfortable in possession. I still have some doubts over her shot stopping though.
Yeah.
I think at times her positioning, because she plays so high, her positioning, she does get caught out at times.
Yeah.
And could Liverpool exploit that today?
Potentially so. Potentially so. If they catch, again, Liverpool got the players, they've got the squad, that they can cause problems to these big sides. We've seen them do it before. Matt Beard is a very, very good coach. This Liverpool side does contain quite a bit of quality. You know, they beat Chelsea last year. We know they can take points on the big teams. We know they can take the game to the big teams. Let's see what they can do today.
Yeah, will be very interesting to see. Let's get into some score predictions then. If you are watching along, feel free to get involved in the live chat and we'll make sure to read out your predictions. We'll start, as always, with us in the studio. Harry, what is your prediction for today's game?
Yeah, I think Liverpool give it a good go. They're a decent side, and I think they will look solid today. But I just think that the opponent, Man City, will get the better of them eventually. I will go for a 3-0 Manchester City win. I think it will be... I think first half will be pretty close, but the City will score at the end of it through Khadija Shaw. It will then be a... Then second half, City will just up that performance, and it'll be goals from Mary Fowler and Lauren Hemp to... 3-0 win and a really nice victory for the away side.
Yeah, I think that's quite a fair prediction. I agree that City are probably going to win today.
Yeah,
I think it will be difficult. I think it'll be much more difficult than last season. Obviously, they put 7 past them in this fixture last year. But I'll say 2-0 for Manchester City today. I don't think they'll have it all their own way, and I think it'll be 0-0 at the break, which will be a performance Liverpool could be really proud of. Eventually, though, City will, they will break them down. I think it'll be a goal from Mary Fowler. And I'm going to say a goal from Jill Ward as well.
Fair enough.
Back in the starting 11. So yeah, should be a good one. So Sky Sports has Liverpool down as a 3-4-3 then. So Kapok starting up on the left wing, playing a midfield pivot instead of a midfield 3. Is that something we could see?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. If you want to play Kapok in a bit more familiar position, bit higher up as well. I mean, she scored against Tottenham, and you want to get her in those same positions. So. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely could see it happening either way. It's a little bit more attacking, which maybe I wouldn't expect to see against Man City, but...
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it look more like a 5-3-2 out of possession with Kapox just dropping a little bit deeper, and then we see that reshape, or even a 5-4-1.
Yeah.
And it's just held up there. But then I don't think you have a lot to play off, so I'm not sure Matt Beard will favour that. But either way, City, a really, really daring prospect, really worrying prospect, but a very good team. Be interesting to see if Liverpool can... How long Liverpool can save them off for? Will it be all 90 minutes? And could Liverpool strike with a goal of their own?
They've got the quality in front of goal. I think they can get a goal into run of play. So definitely something to look out for. Definitely.
Yeah, will be interesting. Update, by the way, from the other 2 games live right now, or at the half time. Their second half will be soon. It is still 1-0. It was 1-0 Brighton going into the break. Bruno Villamaya with an assist from Frank Kirby. West Ham went 1-0 up early on through Anouk Denton, and it's still 0-0 between Aston Villa and Leicester. But we're about to get underway here at Anfield. Liverpool versus Manchester City, the final game of UWCL match week 4. What a good start to the season we've had so far. Myron saying, as Chelsea fan, nothing would make me more happy than a win for Liverpool. It would benefit Chelsea massively if Liverpool could get a result from today. It would leave Chelsea as the league leaders, with a game in hand, of course.
Yeah. And suddenly, it'd also be good reading for Manchester United, because they would be ahead of Man City and Arsenal on merit with a game in hand, and that's a very good season for them. They beat Tottenham pretty comfortably today. They're looking really strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna be a good game. I think that I don't think Liverpool will fold. They did last season against Man City. That goal, they had a torrid time. When they hosted, but this is they're at Anfield today. They've got a big support. They'll be hoping that they can put up a fight against Man City.
Yeah, they can't afford to capitulate in that same manner. For Liverpool today, if they are to lose, it's about damage limitation in that.
Yeah.
In that scenario, because they're in competition for some high places this season. If they can pick up some results in important moments, I thought they played well against Tottenham last week. They've been the masters of their own downfall in recent weeks. Matt Beard also not in attendance, saying there is a minute's silence, but they've not indicated as to what it is about. But yeah, I don't know if Matt Beard is suspended or unable to attend for other reasons, but there is a moment's silence before today's game, or a moment's applause. And then we'll get underway.
And and that can make a difference. Not having a manager there can change a lot sometimes as a football game, because I'm sure his assistants will do a very good job of filling in. But
and to be fair, Taylor's hardly the most animated manager.
No. So
often finding himself sat up in the stands.
There's be no fisticuffs on the sideline then, because one of the managers isn't here and the other one's on the stands. But yeah, it's a strong support at Anfield, to be fair. They'll be hoping that they can deliver a good performance. We watched Tottenham Liverpool. Was Matt Bede sent off?
I don't remember him being sent off.
No.
With Man City to get us started before the game. Both sets of players taking the knee in a stand against all forms of discrimination. And then it will be Manchester City to get us underway. Gil Ward knocks it back and we're underway here at Anfield. It's Manchester City away at Liverpool. And it should be a very interesting game. City in possession, Alexandri. Now Greenwood. Back to Alexandri. And back to Greenwood. City probing with these passes as they often do, waiting for an option to open up between the lines. Now Kasparai. Fowler dropped into a position to receive it, but Kasparai turns and goes back to Alexandri instead. So quite intriguingly, Uahabi inverting into midfield there. Early on here. I mean, that is something new.
It is.
We're seeing her receive it here. Back to Yamashita.
I mean, does it solve their playing out problem, where they only had Hasegawa in there?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that's why they're doing it. I think the only reason they wouldn't have is because Naomi Lazell couldn't really do that from the right-hand side and Kasparai couldn't really do it from the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Because Lazell wouldn't be suited to that role and Kasparai is traditionally a right-back. So getting her to do that position from the left-hand side would be very difficult. Uahabi under pressure here from Mary-Therese Hobinger and ends up winning a throw. But already they're seeing Liverpool applying that pressure to City's backline.
Yeah.
Forcing them into an early error.
And that's what they've got to do.
Yishen Louis saying, as an Arsenal fan, keen to see City finally facing obstacles too. Well, to be fair, they were run really close by Arsenal. I think Arsenal should have beaten them on the opening day of the season. I thought Arsenal were the better side in that game. And to be fair, Brighton was a really tough match as well. Liverpool have won it hard the field here, but it's quickly picked off by Yui Hasegawa. Who else?
Yeah.
And she gets it clear.
That's the thing. If Liverpool can just contain Man City, just keep them there in half, keep them away from their own goal, suddenly the game will just start to become easier. But it will also run away from City, in terms of the time will just keep ticking on, and suddenly Man City will be running out of time to find a winner. Although that is a poor pass out from Rachel Laws and is a sloppy throw in to concede.
Yeah, that was poor. Manchester City throw then on the near side. Kasparai has to go all the way back to Alexandri. Now Greenwood. Broad. Tries to go back to Greenwood. That's not quite come off. Alexandri. Park receives it well under pressure, but then ends up going out for a throw from Manchester City. Liverpool's press is causing City issues. I mean, they're not being able to play out incredibly successfully. Alexandri.
And that's the thing, we haven't really seen City be tested.
They've not played a team that play a ridiculously low block.
No.
Yet. Ball in behind and chance now for Lauren Hemp. Can she get an opportunity on goal? She tries to cross it in. That's not quite going to work. And that goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, just Hemp didn't look...
I kept the corner flag there for Mary Fowler. One back though by Taylor Hines. And they'll look to break. Kapox, Haug fights for it. Huge challenge from Lea Alexandri.
Really good tackle.
And Hasegawa goes back to Kirkpatrick Yamashita.
But yeah, City will just want to get some calm, want to play their stuff. But Liverpool, I think Liverpool won't go chasing them. Liverpool won't go chasing shadows today. They'll deal what they need to deal with. They won't feel the need to go on to City. They'll press them when they get the opportunity, but they're not going to run after them for the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah. Playing quite a high line, or a comparatively high line to what they usually play Liverpool, which is bold against Manchester City, considering the pace they have in behind. Harvey. One back in there by Fuka Nagano. Lovely footwork. Sorry, that's Olivia Smith. I was about to say Nagano suddenly learnt how to dribble, but no.
And a great tackle as well. And we saw this again. Her physicality and tackling ability is actually incredible.
Yeah, I don't think it's just a comparison to be made yet, but there are shades of Lauren James in her game. a lot of physicality. That ability to receive the ball from deep and drive it forwards, I think, is a really nice quality. I don't think she's anywhere near the level yet to make that clear of Lauren James, but I think there are some qualities in her game that are really promising.
Yeah.
Jess Park. Now Kasparai. And this 3-4-3 means that they can press it quite effectively, Liverpool.
Yeah.
Without a real fear of being opened up defensively. And because City's midfield is so aggressive, it's not like they're going to get overrun in midfield too often. Greenwood.
And that's the thing. I think what I've seen from Liverpool before is if they get themselves into games, they stay in games.
Yeah.
And by that, it's not. They don't just compete for 20 minutes. If they're going to compete, they'll compete for the whole 90.
Yeah. Especially this season. Heaps United saying, hoping City wins this, but Liverpool are no pushover, so it will be a tough match. Yeah, I agree. This is going to be difficult for City. Liverpool, as you say, are a good side, even if the results haven't really been there for them yet this season. Of course, they are currently level in points with last season's third place side Arsenal, which I think will be a source of great pride really for Liverpool. Shows the leaps and bounds they've come on. They really should be in a better position there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They haven't played brilliantly, but they're still ahead. You think the teams they fought last season, so United have started pretty well, but they're ahead of Tottenham already. They're ahead of Aston Villa. They're ahead of the teams they need to be ahead of.
Kasparai now Fowler to Park. Back to Kirsten Kasparai. Now Fowler. Park. Alexandri goes across to Harvey. Here's Hemp. Alexandri. Now Hemp. Lovely give and go between her and Alexandri. Lauren Hemp has the ball into the box. It's stopped by Gemma Bonner and then cleared away convincingly.
Good defender, yeah.
This will give Haugs out the chase, but Greenwood will get there comfortably. Go back to Yamashita. Sharor in chat onto the stream saying Man City going to destroy Liverpool. Khadija Shaw going to destroy them. Well, 6 minutes in, and Liverpool have made just 3 successful passes to Manchester City's 58. That definitely shows the direction this game is going. City are going to be having a lot of possession in this game. Liverpool, as little as possible, really, as they just try and be defensive. Especially in these early few minutes. Nothing silly.
No.
Greenwood loses it in there, wins it back though. Howe tries to make a tackle, doesn't quite come off. Here's Lauren Hemp.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Harvey,
what Liverpool
Greenwood.
aren't giving City is space.
Asagala.
City players like Hemp, like Park, thrive best when they've got room to work with. If you shut them down, you don't give them any. You don't even give them a yard. They can't really do much.
Fowler. Park. Yeah. Alexandria into Hasegawa. Nice turn. Trying to find Jess Park. One back by Hines though, and Liverpool now will come forwards. Herbinger. Forward option not on. Goes back to Bonner. Matthews. Kapox. Good chance from Hasegawa. Here come Liverpool though. Herbinger. Lovely ball in behind. A chance now for Olivia Smith. Good touch of a Harvey. Will try and get back in. Smith shields her off, and the shot is poor. Yamashita claims it well, but we're seeing there City are not infallible. This is brilliant from Herbinger. I questioned immediately why she wouldn't go to the right back there.
Brilliant. The run was
really good ball
touched
from
her
Olivia
down.
Smith. Yeah, I knew Harvey battles. Smith would have wanted to get a better shot away regardless.
Yeah, I mean, holding on the way, to be fair. But yeah, Smith does well to see off with Harvey, but because she's in that physical battle, her shot's never going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
But again, so it was she did well to bend her run and to stay on side. It was a lovely ball. If the touch was better, could have been a big chance to make it 1-0.
I think more experienced forwards there would try and take that right, go across the path of Leo Uwahabi, because then Uwahabi either brings you down as a penalty or lets you go and you're in on goal, and then you're one-on-one with Yamashita, who I think Olivia Smith would have slotted it past.
Yeah.
But alas, a really positive start for Liverpool then. The question is, can they keep that up? Bonner sends it long. That's brought down by Alexandri, and now Man City will look to play football. That's a ball sent directly towards Khadija Shaw. Matthews doing the sensible thing and just poking out of play. Sorry, Gemma Bonner poking that out of play. That does allow City to be camped up in this Liverpool half then. Kasparai to Hasegawa. Now back to Alexandri. Here's Yamashita. Greenwood. Now Alexandri. Finds Kasparai. Fowler. Can she make something happen, Mary Fowler? That's a poor pass.
Miscommunication.
Yeah. Kasparai went one way, the pass went the other.
City aren't having it their way, and they're the kind of things that happens when you're 10 minutes into a game that has been difficult. When you're a side that wants to get on top, mistakes can creep in, and that's the situation that Liverpool have put Man City in.
Yeah. Greenwood. Alexandri. Here's Kasparai. Carrying that ball forwards. Tries to find Jess Park. Good chance from Nagano. That's how to play. Man City throw. Not really sure Liverpool can have any complaints about that.
No.
Alexandri. Here's Greenwood. Knocks out wide to Jill Rord. Good to see Rord dropping in to receive the ball there in the space that obviously Uahabi is leaving open. By inverting. Here's Greenwood. Carrying it forwards now. Has Lauren Hemp as a wide option. Does now use Lauren Hemp. Jill Rord. Now Shaw. Battles with Olivia Smith there.
Yeah.
Deems a foul there on Khadija Shaw.
A little bit too much from Smith, just grabbing away at Shaw.
Bit of desperation there.
Yeah, tried to recover. She lost the ball and then tried to recover it. It's soft. There's not much in it, but yeah, just a little bit over the edge.
Yeah. Chris Gamble with an early prediction there, or putting in a prediction: Liverpool 0, Manchester City 3. Fair enough. Bit of a late prediction, actually, not an early one. But yeah, I could see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Once City get into their groove, yet to have a shot really though. Man City. Liverpool the best effort of the game so far.
Yeah.
Fowler drifts inside. Picked up by Nagano and now Haug. As Liverpool look to break, one back by Rord though. Pokes it wide into Lauren Hemp. City coming forwards here. Hemp will drive inside. Hasegawa finds Jill Rord out wide on this left hand side. Hasegawa back towards Hemp, cut off, picked off by Smith, picked off again by Yui Hasegawa though. Park takes aim, it's
Big
blocked. Both sides unable to really hold on to the ball, a bit like a hot potato. Shaw almost plays it into Kasparai. Blocked well though. Sandia saying Liverpool, let's go. It's been a good start for the Reds. Here's Kapox holding that ball up well. Cornelia Kapox, the goal scorer, of course, from last weekend. Here's Hines. Carrying it forwards. Fowler.
Yeah,
that out of play.
Fowler, City haven't found their feet in this game. Liverpool are doing well to keep them, just to manage them.
Yeah.
And it's creating quite an interesting game.
Yeah, Anna in chat saying Liverpool 1, Man City 3. So not expecting City to keep a clean sheet today. City have only conceded to Arsenal in the league this season. Other than that, it's 2 clean sheets from their last 2 fixtures.
Yeah, I can see that happening though. Liverpool look pretty strong in front of goal.
Bonner. Matthews. Being put under a lot of pressure here.
Was done really well to keep that ball.
Yeah. Sal maintains possession. Liverpool throw.
Yeah, Liverpool just managing this game very well. And I think Anfield will be pretty happy with what they've seen so far.
Yeah, they've given them a contest. I think that's all you can ask for, really.
That's a great ball up. But Howe can't win it. But again, they're winning those second balls.
Nagano.
They're getting on top of it. They're not
Matthews.
allowing City to have much time or space. That's another long ball. And there you go. Haug wins that one and flicks on to Smith.
Parrying behind, but yeah.
Just went too early.
Michael Pox wasn't able to get there, regardless.
But again, that combination works so well. Haug flicks it onto Smith, who then either has the ability to run in behind or hold it up.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Chris asking where can I watch the game for free? Unfortunately, the game is not available for free in the UK. In the UK, it is on Sky Sports. If you're outside the UK, it's on whatever your broadcaster is for the WSL. But yeah, Yamashita lifts that ball out wide to Kirsten Kasparai. Here's Fowler. Ball down the line into Jess Park. So here come Manchester City. Fowler.
Oh,
here's Khadija Shaw. Great ball into Shaw. Cuts back, and that's dealt with by Clark. And now Liverpool look to play out. Kapox to Haug. Haug plays that in behind for Olivia Smith. Smith might get there here. Great challenge from Alex Greenwood there. Smith bust her gut and almost got there. I mean, fantastic tackle.
Two brilliant pieces of play. Initially, and we saw this on Thursday, the vision from Mary Fowler and the run from Shaw is phenomenal. That ball through is incredible. Not much more Shaw can do with that.
Yeah, as Nam says in chat, Fowler is a baller.
Yeah, really, I mean, a brilliant piece of play, brilliant ball through, and then the tackle there from Greenwood, but the overall move from Liverpool to get the ball out there, and if it wasn't for a piece of very good defending, Olivia Smith was in once again.
Brilliant from Taylor Hines there to take that in her stride and carry it forwards.
Got to go right, got to go across the pitch.
Pass though, not great and cut out easily. But yeah, Liverpool playing this exactly how they need to. Very narrow, very compact in defensive areas, but able to transition quickly. And that's where they can hurt Man City. When City are camped high up the field and they haven't got many players back, that's where Liverpool can counter.
Yeah.
That's where they can hurt them on the fast break.
But yeah, I'm so glad Mary Fowler is getting her minutes now at City. Obviously, when she first initially joined, we didn't really see her play much. And there were a few rumours that she wasn't happy or hang on because Liverpool won the ball back.
Nagano. Matthews. Tries to find Smith.
That switches on to Smith every
down
time.
to Hervinger. Hasegawa tries to stop her. Hervinger gets it out wide to Taylor Hines. No, Nagano. The thing we've got to remember as well is Liverpool did start well against City when City beat them 7-0.
They did.
And that's what Liverpool got to avoid today. Foul there on Olivia Smith. Overzealous there is Alex Greenwood.
Just trying to ban Taylor's soon enough, and he's come down from the stand and he's back on the touchline.
So yeah, they've been held for 17 minutes here.
Yeah. But as I was saying, it's great to see because when we first saw Mary Fowler join City, she didn't play very much. There were a few rumours that she wasn't very happy, wanted to play more. She was given an opportunity when Shaw got injured. She took that. She played absolutely brilliantly, and that form has kind of carried on to the start of this season. She's looked brilliant, and I like the fact that City have found a scenario where Shaw and Fowler can both work with Fowler on that right hand side. Obviously, it means you just drop Chloe Kelly, but if Kelly's not on form, then that is not much of a bother.
No, free kick now for Liverpool, and we saw just 7 days ago how dangerous Hervinger can be. This one, not a shooting range.
She scores from here, I would be stunned. But you never know. But yeah, but even though we know...
specialist, and there are options in the box here for her to try and pick out. Hervinger, ball in, Bonner! It's rising over the bar.
It's exactly where you wanted the ball. Just need the head, and the run from Bonner was good. Everything was just the quality of header wasn't good enough.
Doesn't fall quite right, does it? It's just slightly on top of her head.
And again, that is a defender's header. I like to call them.
Gary on the stream saying, Chris, I can see the reflection from Harry's glasses on my 3000K monitor. Hope he doesn't get copyrighted. Yamashita plays it to Kasparai. Good to see you, Gary, by the way. Alexandri. Pull forward into Park. Now Hasegawa.
Great tackle.
Good contest, but Kapox come away with the ball. Here's Haug. Takes aim, and that is a rogue shot. But it does now mean that Liverpool have had more shots than Man City in this game.
It does, but that wasn't the right decision.
No, almost definitely not. Kapox does really well to win it back. Haug got at least like another touch for shooting. It's nowhere near. Yeah. She's set all in the position.
Had Smith on her right, had Kapox on her left, and didn't use either of them. But Liverpool, 20 minutes in, are, putting down a marker, but they've got to keep going, as you say. They've been in this game. They've got to keep fighting.
Hemp. Here's Rord. Now Greenwood, who will send that down the line. I think Hemp came in for an offside position. No, she didn't, but she couldn't keep it on the field anyway.
Yes, and that's the thing, and people will expect City to walk this because they beat Barcelona, but very different games, very different teams. Barcelona, if you get it right, which City did, you can exploit how attacking they are. Or Hines tries to play for some reason through the legs of Casper and has lost it.
Here's Khadija Shaw, holds the ball up well.
And you spoke about this in the Tottenham Liverpool game, Hines and Neville, but we saw it again. Neville had another poor performance today. Hines again, I don't really know why she's tried to go through the legs of Casper there. Yeah. You're in your own third of the pitch, either clear it or keep it under your control. Don't try and nutmeg the opposition.
She's currently stuck at left wing as well, and Kapox had to go to left wing back momentarily. Lauren Hemp now. Great turn. Can she pick someone out in the box? Just to lift it back, Nagano gets it gone.
Have puts it back towards her own penalty area. Yeah, that little drop of the shoulder and the go from Hemp just managed to get herself round Clark.
Yeah. Cheryl in chat predicting that Khadija Shaw will score in 21 minutes. Well, she's got 5 seconds to do that. And she hasn't.
Okay.
Throwing for Liverpool. Yeah. Haug holds it up well. One back by Lauren Hemp. Now Kasparai. Alexandri. Looks to switch the play and finds Leo Harby and Akers on this left-hand side. Ball inside to Jill Rord. Rord to Hasegawa. Alexandri, now Greenwood. Here's Rord. Harvey. Rord. Here's Hasegawa. Hemp can't hold on to it. Liverpool look to break. That's surely a yellow for Lauren Hemp.
Silly from Hemp. Really silly from Hemp. Falls over. It's a clean tackle. And then just decides, well, she gets tackled and as she's going down, just grabs the leg of the Liverpool players running away.
I'm surprised she's not booked there because that's surely denial of a counter-attack now. But yeah, Amber Whitley, Liverpool's assistant manager in charge for today's game. And Scott Rogers.
Yeah, they seem to be working. I like the fact that there is 2 assistant managers in there that are both operating it together.
I missed it due to illness.
Alright. Yeah, hopefully Matt Beard recovers. But in the meantime, Whiteley and Rogers are doing a good job. Matt Beard's got under pressure if they get something from this game.
Very short notice as well. That was only 2 hours ago. So I'm guessing it was on the coach app. Dodgy curry the night before.
Well, Harvey, Shaw.
And Shaw.
Oh, Hines has got to leave that.
That's another odd one from Hines. Didn't want to chance it.
But I don't get because it's going, no way is there another player around. Look how close she is to the goal.
Would it bounce and flick up though, potentially? I don't know.
Weird one. Shaw just doesn't catch it very well.
No, but she's done it. She's won a corner though.
Yeah.
Somehow Fowler over this then. Park to Fowler. Swings it in and that's headed away by Bonner. Collision in the box. That's given against Manchester City's Alex Greenwood.
City felt like it could have been given their way. I didn't see it. But the fact that Smith's on the floor and Greenwood's got up would tell me that the ref made the correct decision. Yes. Greenwood just throws Smith on the floor. That's been a good battle though today. Those two have had a really physical fight.
Yeah.
Smith's still down. I don't know why everyone's just walked away from her though. Oh, because the video coming on. But yeah, a chance now for... I swear Steve Rogers is the name of Captain America.
Yeah, it is. I think so. I'm not sure it's the same bloke. But if he looks at a shield, then we know why. But yeah, Liverpool using this as this drinks break as a moment to just
smart
reinforce those tactical ideas, the positive message. See Roger with some headphones, and I'm guessing he's got Matt Bid on the phone. He's just saying exactly what Matt Bid tells him to.
Not a translator, but I'm just just get the phone out, just put it on speaker. Although I'd see you hear it, maybe. Go down the other end of the go stand in the goal, and just listen. Yeah, you can see he's listening to what Matt Bid's got to say. It's incredible. I like it.
I'm on Sky Go. I'm behind.
If he's there, it was 2 hours ago, he might still be there.
True. It's in Liverpool, so it's not. There's not travelling there.
He's on Sky Go. So everything he says, he's like 40 seconds behind.
He's still shouting about that Smith being fouled.
Hi, he said not hi. What about a recorder for? But yeah, Liverpool. 25 to go. Now, Gareth, I think you have to give credit to Gareth Taylor. He is one of the most, like, when you compare him to, Gareth Taylor's one of the most, he's like, what am I trying to say?
No idea, mate.
Calmest looking managers in the league. He just never looks threatened by anything. They can be losing, winning, and he's just calm.
He's very professional.
Which can't what we want from a manager. Sometimes, again...
I don't know, because I think sometimes it's a bit too nonchalant.
Yeah.
Like, with Idaval, people don't like him, but at least people have an opinion on him. With Taylor, it's just there. Like, he's done an okay job, but they've not won much of him.
It's very interesting to see a manager that does prefer to have a laid-back and more reserved approach.
It's funny, and I know they only lost the title on goal difference last season, the whole trophies, that can mitigate the whole trophies thing, but... When you consider that Idaval's had so much more success than Taylor, tangible success than Taylor, I think it's then fascinating to see how much people hate Idaval compared to Taylor.
I do think Idaval picked up a better Arsenal team.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true, and I think that because Arsenal have a history of success, it doesn't help him, and it doesn't help that Idaval's just not a really likeable person.
Yeah,
I think that's also the issue. Whereas Taylor, because he's just so. Nothing you can't really love or hate him. He's a good manager, I think.
Because Taylor came in, won the League Cup. They got a League Cup. It's definitely been a process to get where they are now. Because it very much it felt like
they won the FA Cup, didn't they?
Was it? Yeah, it was the FA Cup, wasn't it? The League Cup. They might have won the League Cup as well.
Can't remember.
But it was very much a top two. And then Taylor's built Man City to become that.
Well, it was a top three at Liverpool, and then Liverpool got relegated and to come back up again.
Absolute mess. And now they're back here fighting against the best teams in the league.
Here's Fowler. Ball in behind, and a chance now for Lauren Hemp to hurt Liverpool. Gives it to Shaw to Hemp. Lovely link up. Hemp should score. Pokes it past the far post.
Wow. Huge opportunity.
Wow. Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think Hemp does much wrong. The initial run is brilliant.
Great bit of movement. And then she holds it. She knows Shaw's coming.
Easy. This is too easy.
This is really smart. Just so unlucky. Doesn't quite. Yeah. Does that take a touch off?
I think so. I think it might have.
Actually.
Let's have a look.
I can't tell. I don't think so.
Here we go. No, she lifts the hand. It's like her movement towards the ball though, like flicks the wind, kind of pushes the ball away.
Yeah,
but that was too easy from Liverpool. All three defenders in that scenario didn't notice Hemp's second run, and the 1-2 was way too easy.
Oh, that's brilliant from Olivia Smith. Hines sends it down the line.
Not sure what.
Alexandra goes back to Yamashita.
Gonna put the pressure on.
Under pressure from Kapox. Now Greenwood. Carrying that ball forwards, uses Leo Uahabi.
I really like watching this Liverpool side. I mean, for me, they're the only team in the league that make the three back work.
They're just a really disciplined defensive side. I think Olivia Smith is one of my favourite players to watch right now.
Yeah,
really exciting player.
She's like a really good pickup.
Yeah. For me, I'll be surprised if she's here in a year's time based on how she's playing right now.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a no-brainer for someone like an Arsenal or a City to pick up. Or even a United.
I mean, it says a lot.
Fancy doing some good recruitment.
Liverpool have had 27% of possession, but the same amount of shots.
They've made just 53 passes. City did more than that in the first 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Same amount of shots, 2 more on target.
Yeah.
City yet to register a shot on target. You can't score without a shot on target unless Liverpool start scoring own goals again, which isn't impossible.
I'll be honest, I don't think City are doing too much wrong. I think Liverpool are doing a lot right.
Lord. No, and as this game progresses, gaps will open up.
Because you can't have
naturally.
72. You don't have 72% of the ball.
And a big moment in one of the other games for the relegation scrap. Everton have scored a goal.
Oh wow! It's taken them 4 games.
Everton 1, West Ham 1.
Wow, that's a big goal.
And that would ensure both of them remain rooted to the bottom of the table.
I'd say, who does that help? I guess that helps Crystal Palace.
Helps Palace, helps Leicester and Villa at the moment.
Erin Cuthbert at the game today.
Fair enough. Not got anything else on this weekend. Substitute appearance yesterday.
Yeah, big goal for Everton, their
That's
first
right.
of the season.
No, Alexandri.
Was it an own goal?
I'll have a look.
I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
can say on football.
I don't know.
Brighton still leading 1-0 with 20 minutes to play.
Yeah, City just being penned with half an hour through it.
Villa 0, Leicester 0.
And has Kenzadali come on?
Yeah, half time she got subbed on.
For who?
Gabriela Nunes. A new signing, so she survived 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone.
She's gone. Forever.
Never coming back. Here's Rod. Nice turn, finds Hemp, who will drive inside.
Tackle.
One back though by Liverpool. Now Nagano, Smith. That's just a little too eager with that ball through, and Greenwood will knock it back to Yamashita.
This is the big test now. These next 10-15 minutes are where usually sides, when they're playing like Liverpool are, usually fall off and they give away, and the bigger side score. If Liverpool can get to half time, that's a massive achievement.
Yeah. Chen says Alexandria's going to Barca. What, next season, do you reckon? Would be a good pickup, to be fair, for Barca.
Yeah.
Very good player, Lea Alexandri. I mean, it's tough to turn them down when Barca come knocking. Kasperay. Fowler. I thought she was absolutely phenomenal against Barca as well. So
again, if Khadija Shaw didn't exist, Alexandria would be the player where you go, if your team could have one player from another WSL club.
No.
No?
Hasegawa.
Oh, yeah.
Even with Shaw existing, Hasegawa.
But don't get me wrong, phenomenal player. But
Lauren James, and if you're being biased towards strikers, Khadija Shaw, I think Hasegawa's probably the third best player.
I would say third. I don't think you play who scores 22 goals in 21
That's
games.
That's true, actually, yeah. So I'll take that back. That's how it was redacted from the record. Here's Fowler. Your Honour.
Forget the fact that it's live streamed to the world.
Your Honour, I didn't say that. Here's Greenwood. But yeah, I love you, Hasegawa. But if you're saying take it to your team, I'm taking you Hasegawa over Shaw at Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I guess it depends what team you're on, doesn't it?
I know Everton are taking. It's not you, Hasegawa.
They've scored a goal, to be fair, today. Maybe that's what they did.
Who scored it?
It's going to be an own goal.
It was.
It was an own goal.
Camilla Say's own goal.
Everton haven't scored a goal.
Still not scored one themselves.
An Everton player hasn't scored a goal this season.
No.
They're 4 game weeks in.
It's not going great at Goodison.
But they're drawing, they're getting a point today.
Ryan and Gary, I'm loving the chat in chat. Alexandri. Or as Gary puts it, a cordial interaction. Alexandri. But yeah, good to see you, Ryan, as always. Fowler. Find Shaw. That's a good
You
chance.
just see that space is opening up now.
Yeah, they're finding Shaw directly.
City are starting to get a yard or two, and that's all they need to punish.
Okay, give them an inch, they'll run a mile.
Apparently, Hemp's fouled. Who is it? Parry.
He's United saying Man City falls apart without Khadija Shaw or Hasegawa. I'd say both are equally important. Yeah, I think that's true. I would argue, though, because I think you could play Mary Fowler through the middle.
Yeah, you look at last year, they coped.
If Hasegawa gets injured, I don't see a way City win the league.
Because you're playing what? You play Laura Coombs in the pivot, in the single pivot player.
It's the defensive midfielder, yeah.
That doesn't work.
No, no, that doesn't work. I think they'd probably play Broad there. I don't know what they'd do. I think they'd just cry. They'd probably put Alexandru there and play Alana Kennedy. I think
great ball.
Hasegawa, she's in their box there. The ball wasn't, but it was over the line potentially.
Well, that's the hands. It doesn't matter where her feet were.
I don't know then. But if Hasegawa got injured, I just don't see how City, would fight for the league.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, even I know they can cope without Shaw, but even then, the end of last season, do they lose to Arsenal goal away, and then that they don't lose that game, then they win the league.
Yeah.
So I think you can argue it both ways.
Hines went out of the pitch.
I think Hasegawa is much more important. Hervinger in behind, something for Kapox to fight for. Hasegawa comes away with it.
Brilliant.
It's just the fact she doesn't make any errors.
No.
She wins the ball back so consistently, and she just never gives it away. In a dangerous area. I mean, she misplaced a pass.
But also, I think defensive midfield is the one position, whenever they play well, goes unnoticed. But Hasegawa is so good that she is noticed.
Yeah, like most as well, but Cuthbert is a bit more aggressive.
She's noticed because she smashes into somebody when she's bored. But I think most defensive fielders just don't really get talked about.
And that's an overhit pass by Taylor Hines. It might just... Oh, no, that's roll off.
I thought if Smith got the burners on...
If she's Usain Bolt, she might get there, yeah. 10 minutes left of the half.
Big 10 minutes.
Hasegawa.
But I love how they've done the allocation here at Anfield.
What?
How they've put the away fans in the away section. But then the rest of the
Liverpool fans
empty.
are in the Cop, aren't they? And then I don't know what this one's called.
Can't remember now.
I don't know the Liverpool stand names. No. One's the Kenny Dalglish. There might not be. I know one's called. I think that's the Cop, and then Kenny Dalglish the other end. I can't remember though.
It's a good attendance.
Well, the end might be the far side might be.
It's really strong attendance. I find it interesting that it looks like there's more people here than there was at Old Trafford.
Less what search you mean?
No, I mean when United play their games at Old Trafford.
Oh, tough to say. I can't remember, to be honest.
8 minutes to play.
Because Liverpool filled those two sections where they got nothing this end, they got nothing.
And nothing.
Near
nothing.
side.
Nothing. Smith, that's a great ball. Oh no! I don't think how realised it was coming to her.
Liverpool's WSL success came at the wrong period because they were quite a good team before the WSL started to really grow, and then they got relegated, and so no one's really become fans of the Liverpool women's team, but they are now starting to grow.
This is a big season for them in terms of growing because last year was a step in the right direction. They took fourth out of Manchester United.
I didn't think they'd done enough in this window, but Olivia Smith might be one of the most exciting young players in the league.
If she carries on like this, I think she's up for signing of the season.
I think we just didn't know enough about her. But watching her, what a talented footballer.
It looked like she'd be similar to Vinberg in terms of a young prospect bought from abroad, might eventually come good, but she's delivering from minute one.
Yeah, and it's often difficult for technically gifted players to thrive in a side that relies on its grit and its defensive
but she's also
solidity.
Gritty.
Well, exactly, and I don't think that's something that another... Gritty. What a gritty player you are.
Sounds like what big eyes you have.
What? Ball through. Looking for Jess Park. She might get there. Not quite. And she takes a cone and tackles the ball with her.
Such a brilliant player. Even when she doesn't get the end of a ball, she's still winning tackles.
Yeah.
6 to play. Big 6 minutes. Liverpool putting on a very good performance so far, even without their manager.
Yeah. Well, they've done well.
Laws goes long. I
citizens.
mean, Laws hasn't been tested. And she's a good goalkeeper,
no,
so they do
haven't
test
had a
her.
shot yet on target.
Yeah, no. It's crazy. But yeah, this is the big year for Liverpool because they finished 4th last year. Pushing into the top 3 is very difficult, but that is the next step. Which is weird because for me they're still quite far off that.
I think the gap right now between, to be fair, I think the gap between Chelsea, Arsenal, City and everyone else is bigger than a lot of people realise.
Yeah.
Because, yes, on their day, some of these teams can compete, but over a 22-game season, there's no way they have to take us to see. Especially Chelsea and City. I think Arsenal this season, I have no idea where they're going to play. Because, they've played Chelsea and City so far, but they've also drawn with Everton.
Yeah.
And
Smith breaks through the lines. That's a brilliant run.
Olivia Smith has a shot! Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0. And we've spoken about the brilliance she's brought to this game so far for Liverpool. And she's drilled one home from the edge of the area. Fantastic strike from Smith. And Liverpool have liftoff.
Absolutely brilliant. What
they
a
are
goal.
worried because Smith is down in some discomfort here.
And this doesn't look good at all. But take nothing away from the goal. Hopefully she's okay. But that is an incredible finish. Just brilliant. It's the whole movie that we've already seen her down. And it may be the same issue, but it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The long ball, she uses her strength to break through the lines. How wins the flick on again? Just breaks through the City defence with her strength.
Absolutely
and
brilliant.
What a strike.
She strikes it, but she just gets caught there by Alexandri trying to prevent the shot. No malice from Alexandri, but there, and it just means she lands on that knee horribly, and you can see instantly discomfort.
Yeah.
It's such a good shot. Yamashita questions over that goalkeeping.
Yeah, position. Why is she going left?
She goes the wrong way. She's expecting the shot across goal. And again, why are you not playing Kiara Keating?
Keating saves that, I think.
Oh, Keating saves up with ease.
Keating gets over there and picks it up. No.
But there is some fear now over Olivia Smith. Landed horribly on that knee.
But hopefully she's alright.
The current league leaders are behind.
Yeah. Bittersweet emotions for Liverpool. A brilliant, brilliant goal. And hopefully the goal scorer is okay.
But, well, they wonder if it's worth it if it has resulted in Olivia Smith being injured.
But what a season she's having.
Fantastic footballer she is.
What a player. We're talking about her being one of the signs of the season, and there's a reason for that. Another goal today puts her, I don't know what they're trying. Haug's onside. I don't know what they're trying to show with this replay. But yeah, it's just the break through the lines there. Cashboy got to be stronger, but it is just brilliant, and the finish is incredible from that range. Hits it so well. She strikes the ball well.
She catches Yamashita, and again, her goalkeeper position is woeful, but she catches her unaware, drilling it into that. Okay, this is encouraging. The fact that she's walking seemingly fine, just seems to be her back actually, rather than.
I can't tell the reaction was immense pain or she was celebrating while injured.
It looked like pain, to be honest. I don't think many people stay on the ground that long if you're just celebrating whilst injured. But yeah. Great goal from Smith, says Alex G. Indeed. Fantastic strike.
Yeah.
And Liverpool are in front.
I mean, the fact that Liverpool aren't reading a sub is promising.
Or just hopeful. I mean, she's only got 2 minutes of the break, so I hope she can sort of jog it off.
And she seemed, But I don't think it's worth it. She's such a good player. As much as this game is important to Liverpool, so is this season. And having her fit.
And her development, of course.
Yeah.
Greenwood. Headed away there by Taylor Hines. Smith holds it up well. She seems to be alright, to be fair.
Yeah.
Footwork.
So it may have just been.
She's kicked that away. I think she'll pick up a yellow card for that.
No, I don't know. It's Liverpool throw, so I don't know why she.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think it's
not time wasting then.
No. I think she might have just been celebrating. It probably had.
Greenwood. Now Hasegawa. That's a bit too forceful from Haug.
It's a bit too obvious as well. If you're going to push someone, don't make it that obvious.
Yi Chen says City finally pay for my lost points for Keating. Indeed. Alex, this is my question now. Is Liverpool better than Barca? Is Matt Beard better than Perry Romeo? That's
Well, to be...
He's over here, is he?
No.
Matt Beard.
He's Steve Rogers and Amy Whiteley. I mean, Matt Beard's got to be careful. They're coming for his job.
But I think it's testament to how well he's, picked this team, set up this team.
Oh yeah, this will all be him today. Mostly him today.
Well, he was only able today. It's not like...
So all the setup, and he is on the phone as well. So they are literally just like his mouthpiece.
Yeah.
They're just saying what he
Steve
thinks.
Rogers, he didn't exist before this. It's just Matt Beard in disguise.
Yeah.
He's going to rip off the mask at the end.
He's got he's got a shield and everything.
Riser says, gotta love the WSL, things are never too predictable.
That's why I think also having 2 assistant managers can be interesting. Because now you've got 2 of them sharing the responsibility, which makes it easier because neither of them have never been in this situation before. Because they're sharing the workload, they're sharing the responsibility, it makes it easier.
That's a goer. Yeah.
And well, City, they've got to find some answers. Liverpool got them backed up against the wall.
Brilliant that from Jess Parks.
What a
Strong
tackle.
challenge. But City come away with the ball. Mary Fowler to Shaw. Shaw holds it up well. Fowler tries to take on players. One back by Hervinger.
I'll tell you what it is. It's the combativeness of Liverpool. It is just unsettling City.
Yeah.
Liverpool are
That's
just
really
being so strong. We saw Howe putting a big tackle there on Park. Smith has been throwing her body around superbly. And the defence, we know they're renowned for being very tall, physical centre-halves.
It's exactly what you've got to do. And ironically, it's exactly what Man City did against Barcelona. They were aggressive with them.
Yeah.
They fought them. You saw Alexia Putellas complaining that Greenwood had barged into her.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, sorry, that's football.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It is Liverpool playing to their strengths. They know they're not the most technical side. But they can beat sides in the air. They can beat sides for physicality. And that's exactly what they're doing today. And they've got Man City in a spot of bother.
Here's Alexandri. Now Jill Roord. Ua Harvey. Crosses the ball in. Headed away. Alexandri. Smith comes away with it and smashes it clear. Philip saying, come on you Reds. Oh, they've started very well here, Philip. And thank you for tuning into our stream. Yeah, 100 votes by the way in the polling chat. Only 22% predicting a Liverpool win. As it stands, they would be correct. 70% think City will come away with a win. 7% going for the draw.
Minute and a half left this half. The problem is for Liverpool is that City can just suddenly turn it on and get it right and score a goal.
That is very true.
But again, as we said, I don't think City have done too much wrong. I think Liverpool are just doing a lot right.
Greenwood finds Fowler. Fowler ball in, finds Khadija Shaw. Shaw could look to unleash a shot here. Really good from Fuka Nagano though. And we were speaking earlier about how underrated Yui Hasegawa is, how important she is to Manchester City. I think Fuka Nagano, someone you could speak about in similar terms of her importance to this Liverpool side. One of the top midfielders in the WSL.
Yeah.
And a brilliant bit of play there to stop Khadija Shaw. And yeah, Liverpool really blossoming into a side not to be messed with.
No. And they'll be so frustrated that they drew to Leicester and drew to
West Ham.
Because they could...
Well, I think we saw signs of this last season. You know, the victory against Chelsea, where they just kept fighting, they kept going.
Drew
the victory in the opening day of the season. So yeah, the draw in the opening day of the season to Arsenal.
Beat Man United.
That's less impressive, but
yeah, and that's the thing, they are.
Last season that was less
But
impressive.
like they could have been on 9 points. They realistically, for me, could have been on 9 points going into
They
this
should
game.
have been. And then if they beat City, they're top of the league.
Yeah.
And that is the difference, isn't it? But it is half time here at Anfield. Liverpool lead by a goal to nil going into the break. Manchester City not been at the races as of yet, but Liverpool will be very pleased with what they've managed to do as the current league leaders find themselves a goal behind at the break.
Brilliant half football. Brilliant half of football. And yeah, I think it's important to bring back to the point that this is all Liverpool's doing. City haven't been terrible. City have just played really, really well. And that's the difference. between and if City do go on to drop points today, though, that will be and obviously there will be questions asked of City as to what on earth happened in the second half. But the difference between City and Arsenal is that when Arsenal dropped points, like against Everton, that wasn't because Everton was superb. Yes, they were decent defensively and they fought well, but that's because Arsenal missed chances. If City do drop points today, it'll be more down to Liverpool's excellence than City's poor performance.
Well, there are shades of Arsenal in this City performance. It's very lethargic in possession. They're really struggling to break down the Liverpool low block. And yes, it's a really well set up team. But you think about the ease that Tottenham were breaking through it in the last 20, 30 minutes last week, and you consider how bad Tottenham's attack have looked this season. That's a real worry for City that they're not having that same sort of ease.
I think you talk about fatigue and you talk about that kind of effort from City and that strength. Is that first half purely a knock-off effect from Thursday? They put so much into Thursday. There's only 2 changes from that starting 11. Is there a chance that City they're back in the Champions League? Yes, they beat Barcelona, but are they now feeling it in the league?
I don't think so. These players will be prepared to be able to play that regularly. They will be conditioned to be able to play that regularly. So I don't think that's necessarily it. I think I put a lot of it down to the performance of Liverpool in this game. The fact that Liverpool, you could argue with regard to the game on Wednesday, the fact that Liverpool have had more time to prepare for this match.
Was it Thursday? Wednesday.
The fact that Liverpool have had more time to prepare for this match, the fact that Man City were obviously had that game against Barcelona in the week, but I don't know. I still think that regardless of that, Liverpool played so well here. City, it's just a bit lethargic in possession, a bit too slow. Against a 5-back, you're always going to struggle when to find that ball in behind, to find those gaps in between the lines. They will open up, I think, as this half goes on and Liverpool start to tire and those gaps appear. And I think that's where we saw teams like Tottenham, it's where we've seen teams like West Ham as well, really exploit Liverpool at the end of games. So they've got to be mindful of that. Additionally, City have got a lot of options on the bench, and that's simply not the case for Liverpool. We were looking at their bench last week, and it was like, well, they've got no other options in midfield. So what do they do there?
Yeah.
They could check. They've got a couple of strikers they can rotate in. They've got a couple of defenders, but they've got a really light bench at the moment, Liverpool, and that's only been made worse by the injury to Sophia Lundgaard, because they've got her out with an ACL. They've got Cherry Holland out at the moment. She's not on the bench today, so they could put Gemma Evans on as another defender. They could put Faye on, so they can rotate the back 3. They've got a young midfielder in Duffy, and then they've got Keenan and Enderby Daniels. They can change up those attacking areas. They can change up the back 3, but a lot of the spine of that team, a lot of the midfield, you simply can't sub off.
Yeah, you'd probably go Enderby and then drop Kapox, but again, you don't want to put Kapox in that middle. In the middle too, you've got Nagano and Hobinger. You don't really want to put her in there.
Unless there's an injury, I don't think they'll change anything in midfield.
Yeah,
because that balance is so nice. Yeah, because Herbing is a really good at breaking up the play, but also a very creative player. And Fuka Nagano is a top defensive midfielder, and is also very good at distributing the ball. So yeah, they've got a really nice midfield set up, Liverpool, and it's working very effectively against Manchester City today. Obviously, as I say, City's bench absolutely stacked. They can turn to the likes of Kelly and Fagino and Blund Kilder, but yeah, they've got options.
Yeah, City won't be worried yet, and Liverpool are doing very well at managing it. But I think, as you say, this Liverpool start to tire. But again, it's that case for City. If they start to move it half a yard quicker, suddenly they will then get themselves a yard or 2 of space, and then suddenly, if you give players like Jess Parker and Lauren Hemp, a couple of yards to work with, they're gonna punish you. But that won't. Again, Liverpool won't have a choice. If City can get that ball moving quicker, they will earn themselves some more space, and they will find the back of the net in this game.
Yeah, no Vivian Miedemar involved at all in the lineup today for Manchester City. So in the squad, sorry. So I assume that's injury or fatigue related. Yeah. But yeah, that is a shame, because that's another player you can bring on to make a real difference. Alex says, have you seen the cool picture of the Myra and CO celebration? Yes, I've seen that. That is disrespectful to Arsenal. I absolutely loved it. The one with Myra Ramirez, she's like that, and then you've got CO on her belly on the floor like this. On the really good picture. But yeah, that was a good celebration. Philip says, I missed the majority of the half as I didn't know it was on. Well, that is a great reason for anyone that hasn't to subscribe. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are one subscriber away from 1.75k, so do make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and of course follow us on all other socials. We do post about whenever we're live, so do get involved there. News says, would be surprised when another top side doesn't scoop Herbinger up next season. She's top quality. How much does someone like Herbinger fetch in this market? Well, we've got a Smith goal replay here actually, so let's analyse that. absolute pearler.
Yeah, while we're talking about players that could be snapped up from Liverpool next season, Smith is definitely in that conversation, but she's been absolutely phenomenal. What a first half from Olivia Smith, and she's had a really good start to the season. Is that now, I want to say, 2 goals and an assist in 4 games? And again, it was Hauge won the flick on. The strength to burst through the gap between Alexandri and Kasprite it's incredible. This strength and the burst of pace there, bang, to get through the gap, finds the space, cuts inside, got Greenwood backtracking, and it is just drilled and hit so well. She's one, and we see it's one of the best ball strikers in the league. The power she gets behind it, but the control as well. She's drilled that hard, but she's kept it low. She's found the corner. It's very accurate, and Yamashita got wrong-footed, couldn't recover. And it was a brilliant, brilliant goal, and it was a goal that she deserved. It was a goal that Liverpool deserved, and a player who was, joined the WSL on form, and started so well.
Yeah, it's been an electric start to life for Olivia Smith, and I think she's bringing out the best in Romain Hauge.
Yeah,
it's someone for her to link up with, someone for her to play. Well, Hauge is the player to play off of, but it's someone for her to actually knock that ball down to.
Exactly.
That is of top quality, and I think that's making a real difference for them.
And that's the thing. Hauge struggled last year, but she was relied on up there by herself, and we saw her play with Enderby and Kiernan, who never really delivered. Yeah, exactly.
In partnership.
But Smith is up there. She's consistent and she's flying.
Well, yeah, the whole front three, to be fair, Capox as well has added another dimension to that attack, and it just feels like Liverpool have more options now up front. They're not relying on Romain Hauge to do something. They're not relying on Hervinger to come up with a bit of magic anymore. They have got players in there that can create chances for themselves, and I think that's a real key element. Back to the conversation about Hervinger, though. Where does she go, and how much does she fetch in this market?
The problem is, the top 3 for me are pretty solid on midfielders.
Chelsea?
I think it's Chelsea. You've got Cuthbert, you've got Nusken, you've got Jean-Francois, you've got Vika That's in captain. Is exactly
and Lexi Potter coming through.
And Potter coming through. Arsenal have got.
Arsenal would be a great signing.
It would be.
And City,
but they've got you've got Cooney Cross, you've got Palova once she's back, you've got. Because I think Arsenal need a deeper midfielder.
But I think Herbinger starts over. Well, Palova can play once she's back. Can play a different midfielder role. I think Herbinger is better than Cooney Cross, better than Vouty. Who else has played there? Better than Kim Little right now.
Yeah.
So I think she'll be a huge signing. And City need some depth in midfield.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They have none.
If Herbinger stays in the OSL, it won't be one of the big 3 teams. Because at the moment, they're the only step up. But abroad, again, I mean, Real Madrid are building a very good team, so that's something exciting. And that would be UCL football. I think Bayern Munich look really good. I think that's a
her and Ervedorf wouldn't be fair though, so we can't let that happen.
That would Stanway in there as well.
Well, yeah,
that's
less so, but yeah, just scoring screamers would be worrying.
Yeah, they would just score belters and beat everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think she's a top player, and I think for Liverpool overall, at the moment they're in a situation where Arsenal have started really slowly, and they're beating City today. Yes, United have started well, but they've played some really poor teams. Suddenly, they're finding themselves in amongst the top 3, and top 3, top 4. I know they finished 4th last year, but that for me was down to an underperformance from Man United. But Liverpool, I talk about that next step being the top 3 out of reach. But so what now? They are 3 points ahead of Arsenal, and they're a point off City.
I think everyone's 3 points ahead of Arsenal.
Yeah,
right
Arsenal. And I know there's still games to go, but if Liverpool play like this, if they can stop drawing to teams like Leicester and West Ham,
that'll be the source of frustration. Because no matter how this game goes for Liverpool, because obviously right now they're on 8 points, but let's be fair, City are very strong, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them come back and draw or even win this game.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything's by a full conclusion yet. So I think if they were to only come away with 5 points in the first 4 games, I'd be really frustrated because the performance has been much better than that.
Yeah,
that indicates. They've got Arsenal coming up soon. They've got Chelsea coming up soon, and I think they've got Manchester United coming up soon. So a really tough run of matches.
But not so. Chelsea's not winnable, and I wouldn't be. But I think Arsenal and United are winnable. I really do.
Let's have a look.
They drew both those games last year.
So it's Palace up next.
That has to be a must-win.
That's a must-win.
Yeah.
Then Aston Villa. Then Chelsea at home, Everton. Okay, they don't play United or Arsenal till December.
Okay.
Tough December.
I think the thing for Liverpool is that I think the fact they led against West Ham and Leicester will be frustrating. I think the West Ham one should have been a win.
They should be the pace setters right now.
They should be. I think the Leicester one, a draw isn't a terrible result. They're a decent. Leicester are a decent side. They got some decent. They're FA Cup semi-finalists last year. West Ham should have win. West Ham are not very good. They're currently drawing to Everton side because they stuck it in their own net.
Yeah.
And having a torrid time.
They should. Yeah, they should never.
I mean, if Liverpool hold on today, they're in a brilliant position. If they draw, that's a decent result. If they lose, they're still ahead of Arsenal.
But the performances are super encouraging. Well, they'll be level on points with Arsenal.
Which is...
But that's really strong.
Yeah.
But equally, Arsenal played City and Chelsea.
And I think if you think the team's ahead of Liverpool right now, so Brighton, I think that would even out. Over the season, I think Liverpool will jump Brighton eventually.
Yeah.
And who else is there? I'm trying to think who else is above. Or that is it, isn't it? It's Chelsea, City, United, Brighton, Arsenal, Liverpool. So yeah,
Liverpool, Arsenal, I think.
Yeah, so suddenly Brighton will even itself out. Then suddenly Liverpool are back in fourth. United, they've started well, but they could fall off. If they hold on today, they're suddenly right next to City. Chelsea are probably gone, in terms of gone out of Liverpool's reach. And Arsenal may claw it back over Liverpool, but who knows?
Yeah.
I feel like Liverpool are in a really unknown position, but they're playing really well.
Yeah, it feels like they could finish anywhere from 3rd to 7th right now.
Yeah.
Because, yes, the performances are really good, but they haven't really got the results so far. If obviously they win today, then, why couldn't they finish 3rd?
Exactly.
If they lose today, then maybe you go, well, that's why. So, and I think that's the big question right now, is we don't really know where Liverpool are at. There's so much unknown in that top lot. It's really difficult to make a judgment.
Yeah.
A lot of comments in chat, so a lot to go through. Advertia talking about Ingle leaving. Not really the same role as Herbinger though. Chelsea need defensive midfielder as a sort of Cuthbert backup. I'm not 100% on Jean-Francois. I think she's more of a like Nusken type player, that ball carrying type player. But Lexi Potter's obviously a defensive midfielder, and so that's something we've got to bear in mind as well. Is that with Ingle will leave this season, and then in comes Lexi Potter. So I don't think that's a huge issue right now, and obviously Julia Bartel as well, which is who is more of a defensive midfielder. Yeah, there's a lot of competition in that defensive midfield role. You would expect one of Bartel or Potter will become a very good player. Yeah, and so I'd be willing to bet on one of them. And then the other midfield role, you've got Nusken, you've got OJF, and you've got Vicky Captain. Yeah, so lots of options in there. So I don't really see, unless Nusken's playing attacking midfield next season, I don't really see how you could fit Herbinger at Chelsea. Brilliant player. So I'd, love to see it, but it's just not practical. Yeah. So really difficult to say. Yichen Louise saying Kira, she's free next summer, but I think she seems to be destined to go to Arsenal for some reason. Yeah. But yeah, wants to go join that. News says, just saw the Barcelona up, and honestly I blame the manager for constantly switching out the squad. Won't even let them build chemistry. Yes, I blame the manager for a loss against City. Jabal says, someone who doesn't particularly like Barca, I don't mind. But yeah, it's interesting to see Perry Romeo. It's no surprise though, because obviously a new manager, a new club. Yeah. He's going to want to make a noticeable change from what they did under Jonathan Grades, but it will probably result in them not winning the Champions League this year, or potentially potentially. They're still very, very good. Yeah. Alex saying Bron's not good at the Emirates. Sonia should give Perisic some game time. Oh, 100%. I was so frustrated with Lucy Bronze. I never understood the signing in the first place, because I think she's a player who is so experienced and offers so many attacking capabilities, but defensively is so inconsistent and so error prone, and that's really frustrating to watch. Yeah. And yeah, the defending for that goal, we should have been 2-0 up at the break, and I don't think we'd have had to play so defensive in the second half. So that was a bit frustrating. I feel Bay saying Palace looking like they belong, and lucky to walk away today with nothing. They've been really good. They've taken the fight to a Brighton side who have been, one of the standout sides of the season so far. The goal from Bruno Villamar, the only difference maker there. So, that's not too bad. You look at the stats, they had more shots than Brighton while having 20% less possession. Yeah. So, I don't think they played. It's one of those, I think the 4-0 loss to Tottenham and the 7-0 loss to Chelsea made Peter underestimate Palace. They went and beat Leicester deservedly, and they gave Brighton a game today. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on them. I think they'll put up a good fight. Yeah, Olivia Smith, by the way, coming off. That's a huge shame for Liverpool, but obviously, if there is any risk of injury there, you'd rather than take precaution. Yeah. Than risk. Mia Enderby, still a good player and a big opportunity now. She's got 45 minutes to impress. All her teammates have got different things to say to her, because a lot of instructions to get in, a lot of things to get right for Liverpool, because it's a big second half. Yeah, indeed. Advertia saying the reason is Leah Williamson. Yeah, true. That is a big pull factor. So it will be Liverpool to get us back underway. Roman Haug from the middle. knocks it back, and we're back underway here at Anfield. It's Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0. Can Liverpool hold on, or will City come back? City, of course, would go back to top of the league if they can find a way back to winning. Here is Lauren Hemp. Does well to drive inside. Has Fowler out wide. We'll use Mary Fowler now. Looking to take on Taylor Hines. Finds Jess Park into the box, and that doesn't quite find its intended target. And Noah Harvey goes back. Will asking what channel is this game on? If you're in the UK, it's on Sky Sports. If you're outside the UK, it's on whatever your broadcaster is for WSL football. But yeah.
Yeah, first 5 minutes of this half is absolutely massive. The best chance to score against the defensive side, because Liverpool won't be in their rhythm. They won't be as sharp. They won't be at the races. There's going to be space, and City are going to want to exploit that. While Arsenal aren't set,
looking they need to drive inside. Shaw to Park.
Great
huge
tackle.
challenge from Nagano.
And that's what I mean. Park had space there. Liverpool weren't allowing her space in the first half. They're not set yet. There's going to be an opportunity for City to strike. Liverpool just got to hang in there.
Yeah, Rord now. Finds Hemp. Hemp stands on it well. Jill Rord. And they're still probing away, looking for an option. Hasegawa. Now Park goes wide into Fowler. Looking to take on Hines. Hines forces them back. Alexandri. Nick Nack says, hi lads, long time no see. Good to see you, Nick Nack. It has been a while.
Yeah.
Here is Fowler. Manages to beat Hines. Now puts it into the box, and that's headed away well by Clark.
Let off for Hines. Way too easy defensively. Just let Fowler dance past her.
I still feel that's a huge limiting factor of this Liverpool side, is that left wing back position. I think Hines is a fantastic servant, but at some point, that you've got to admit when the game's moved on a bit.
Enderby's
something for Enderby to chase. Casper doesn't look entirely comfortable, but does manage to hold on to that ball, and now City can utilise it. But I think if they're looking at a place of serious investment, a formation that has wing backs is always going to rely heavily on those wing backs to create opportunities, to be some of the best players in the team. Emma Koivisto was phenomenal for Liverpool, and I don't think they've fully replaced her in Parry. Parry can contribute, but I don't think in these big games she's that great, and neither do I think Taylor Hines is. If they are looking for a replacement to invest this window, it's go and get some top quality fullbacks.
Yeah, January would be fullbacks and a midfielder. With Lundgaard out
maybe
for the
not
season.
January. January's difficult to make that kind of adjustment, and that's a lot
January needs to be midfielder.
investment. Yeah, because they are light in that position. It's Jess Park trying to take on Nagano. Nagano with a dogged determination
Really
wins that back and comes away with the ball. Liverpool looking to break. Enderby drives inside, tries to find Haug. Greenwood does well though to win that back, and now City can play.
So with Enderby coming on, Kapox has come out to the right hand side. Enderby's gone to the left. Not that really changes too much.
No. To be fair, at the end of the half, Smith had moved over to the left-hand side.
Smith was just everywhere. I think they basically just facilitated wherever Smith went.
Yeah.
If she was on the left, everyone moved across.
That good.
Yeah.
Gary came up to the stream saying, will Liverpool see this out? Yeah, that's the interesting thing, isn't it? Will Liverpool be able to see this game out? They have played very, very well so far, but it's tough to say. City are very strong.
Yeah.
But it's not like they've come out and they've immediately bombarded Liverpool's goal. The question for me, and I don't think they will, I think the bigger question is, when Liverpool start to tire, when City can throw on subs, is that when they take advantage? Is that when they're going to get a goal?
Potentially so. It is an incredible bench. Yeah. Kelly, Blinkilder, Virgino.
Shame they don't have Miedemar, because I think that's someone they'd like to have as an option today. Yeah, Liverpool throw.
And I guess Liverpool survived the opening few minutes, and they're back. And Olivia Smith is back out with her team on the subs bench.
She's got a blanket.
Yeah.
Herbinger. Now Fuka Nagano.
Which is a good sign, though.
It's nothing too serious. I think it's more of a precautionary thing.
Again,
why risk her?
They know how big their season is.
They've got their goal. The second half's about not conceding. And ultimately, while Olivia Smith is an absolutely magnificent player, the drop down to Mia Enderby right now isn't too far. Yeah, so it's an interesting WSL season so far. Yeah, it's been brilliant. Been brilliant. We've been able to get down to a few games, which has been nice. And yeah, Enderby fighting Alexandri for possession. Alexandri just about holding on. Kasparai blocked by Hines, and that is going to stay in just about, and Kapox will try and keep this alive. Hines tries to put it in the box, and that's blocked out for a corner.
Really smart from Kapox. The first one really to realise that the ball's going to stay on. Managed to hold it up. Hines does well to try and get a ball in. Good block from Kasparai. But Liverpool putting City under pressure once again. And a second goal's huge, because then they've got something to defend and a buffer. So even if City score, they've still got something behind them.
If United said I wouldn't count City out, still plenty of time to go. Oh, of course not. City are the huge overdogs in this game, the huge favourites.
That's a poor corner. Well, I'm fed up. I want to see someone put a good corner in.
Fuka Nagano will swing the ball back in there, and that's not a bad delivery. Clark heads on, Enderby towards goal. Crucial from Greenwood there to see that out for another corner.
But again, is that Greenwood there not trusting a goalkeeper?
It feels like it.
Because, I mean, could this could have ran to Yamashita? Or Yamashita should be screaming for it.
It's a weird position. You can see why Greenwood there just...
If anything, it's the goalkeeper who should be shouting for that.
Yeah. I'm still not confident. I think Keating saves Smith's shot. It's a good effort, but I think Keating saves it.
I mean, Yamashita went the wrong way.
I really don't understand the decision
No.
to bring in Yamashita as a starter.
If you joined us early for Man United Tottenham, no one put a good corner in, and the first two corners of this game have gone straight to the person at the near post.
Yeah. Nagano. It's a great ball from Parry, lifted out wide to Herbinger. Herbinger down the line. Here's Kapox. Herbinger makes the run. If she can pick her out here, she looked across.
Yeah, had to go Herbinger.
It's going to fall for Herbinger to contest, but that will be a corner for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ball just needs to be passed on there.
And then Herbinger cuts it back, much better ball in, and no one in front of her.
Well, it's a corner, and a chance for Liverpool to put City under more pressure here. Chen Louise says, will you be live streaming this week's UWCL games? Yes, we are live on Wednesday for both fixtures again, I believe. But other than that, no, we're not live Thursday because we're not about for the Chelsea 20 game. So just the two again. Still no Chelsea Champions League coverage, but that's a good corner and met well by Roman Howe just wide of the mark. But yeah, so two Champions League streams this week, and then we're back again next weekend with two more WSL fixtures. So yeah, loads of streams coming up. It's a brilliant time of year. But yeah. Luciano Souza says, congratulations from Paraíba, northeast of Brazil, the best women's soccer players of the world. I'm a journalist, what's my friend, broadcaster, Brazilian, very good radio. Thank you, Luciano. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate the kind comments. So, 37 minutes is a long time to hold on for Liverpool. Yamashita sending that forwards, cut out well by Taylor Hines. Olivia Smith. Sorry, Mia Enderby, sorry.
Oh, I tell you, that's a foul.
Yeah, that looked like a foul to me. Held on to that well, Enderby, but then was brought down. Greenwood to Hasegawa. Harvey won't be able to keep that in touch.
That's a really poor pass. That's an uncharacteristic poor pass.
Yeah, City just don't look comfortable
in
this game at all. Don't look comfortable. Something's got to change soon. I'd be surprised if we don't see a sub before 60 minutes.
Liverpool playing defensively, but they've got 9 out of their 11 players are in the City half.
It's not that they're playing defensively, really. Obviously, they've got this back three, so it offers them a lot of solidity. It's just that they're not taking risks because they don't need
Hines to lose it again.
Here's Park. But the difference is there, because everyone retreats back and they're really, solid in their shape, very compact. They don't lose the ball though, and then instantly look like they're about to concede.
Yeah.
Whereas when you look at Barcelona in the week, who was so aggressive that when City won the ball back, it was just like, well, they're in.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, it says Liverpool doing more than holding on, going for the second. That's true. I mean, it feels like they're going to be cautious and they're not going to take risks, but if their second is there for the taking, like it might be here, as Taylor Hines wins it high up the field, too complacent there, that pass from Lea Alexandri. Hines comes inside, looking to take on Kasparai, takes aim, it's into the side netting.
Do you know what? I don't mind that.
No, not at all.
She's not going to get the room to beat Kasparai, and she realises that, and if she cuts back, she's on her weak foot.
When she gets inside here,
play it.
Should she look to pass?
Potentially.
Because Mia Enderby's on there.
It's not a terrible effort. But Alexandria poor pass, and she was I thought she was one of the best players on Wednesday.
Absolutely flawless against
She's
Barcelona.
had a really tough game today. Really tough game.
Yeah.
She lost the header to Haug, which then led to the first goal. And you know, it's just, I don't know, she's been a little bit sloppy. But that's from everyone.
I waved away your notion that they were fatigued at half time, and I think it's actually important to make a distinction. They're not physically fatigued, but they do look mentally fatigued out there.
Yeah.
They do look mentally tired.
It's that mentality to keep going, like in terms of like, I'm going to run one more. I'm going to run harder than this player. I'm going to beat my opposing number every single time.
Well, it's just been so slow and lethargic in possession, which I think points more towards that mental fatigue. They played a lot of football in a month, and obviously Champions League again on Wednesday, WSL again next weekend, then we're into the internationals.
They haven't coached Champions League football 3 years. And it's coming up again on Wednesday. And Hammarby aren't a good... Is it Hammarby or Bolton? I think like Bolton.
No, I think about Hammarby, to be fair. I can't remember.
No, I think it's definitely Bolton now, yeah.
Park.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Finds Lauren Hemp, and she just drags that slightly wide. It's still Rord out there.
Yeah.
Just wide of the mark there for Rord.
Really good from Park, just dancing around the edge of the area. I think plays a lovely 1-2, or an accidental 1-2 of Hemp. I think it's the right decision to let it run to Rord. Rord's got a better angle. Tries to seize all the 5 defenders running at her across the goal. I think it would be very difficult to get. If she got it on target, it was saved or blocked.
Yeah, RNSC says Jonas has competition here for weak manager. I think that's a bit harsh. I don't think Gareth Taylor is a weak manager at all, if I'm honest.
I don't think he could have done much from Greenwood.
Now Hasegawa, Herbinger.
And again, I don't think City have done too much wrong either.
No, and as Liverpool start to tire, I think City will come into this game. It's one by Yamashita. How I think that's
on the line. I think it was on the line. I don't know how much Alexandria was playing the ball there, though.
Hasegawa. Now Uahabi. Finds Hemp. Holds onto the ball well there, Lauren Hemp. Keeps going. Delivers it in there. Khadija Shaw heads it, and it's there. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1. It's a goal that really should be prevented, but Khadija Shaw heads home emphatically. Liverpool pegged back by the citizens.
Yeah, too easy from Liverpool. They practically let Man City walk into their penalty. I mean, the ball in is too easy to let the ball in hit, and it's the first thing Liverpool got wrong in 57 minutes.
But the problem is that will be punished.
Yeah.
Because this is Manchester
Hemp
City.
does brilliantly down this left-hand side. Just
to get around Herbinger. Shrugs her off.
And then
Laws has got to get across there.
Yeah. It's just really poor. It's not a brilliant header, to be honest.
She's run across and she's at full stretch, Laws. She's just not quite able to get there. Ends up running face first into the post.
It's going to hurt. This was the penalty claim.
Obviously, it came directly after that pen came. I mean, we saw
Greenwood's not playing the ball.
Neville concede a penalty for very similar against Liverpool last weekend.
That's a penalty.
We saw Paula Thomas concede a penalty for a very similar thing. I think if that's someone other than Alex Greenwood, that's a penalty
potentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shaw gets City back in it, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, says Laws cut out by the bounce potentially. FPL Bailey says fancy captain goal. Same here.
I captain Fran Kirby.
Well, she got an assist.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she set up the VMI goal.
What a result. I haven't checked it, I don't know how many points I'm on.
I'm on 23.
Don't tell me,
it's not been very good. But I've got... Well, okay, it's just up there. I'm now on 29. Thank you, Khadija Shaw. But I've still got Lasard to get subbed in, Herbinger to get subbed in, and Fox to get subbed in, because no one in my team
Did Leicester score?
No, it's 0-0.
Oh, right. How's Moritz not on?
She got booked. So I've got D'Angelo Moritz clean sheet, which is really good, but T-Val didn't play. So the fact she was brilliant in the first 2 games, and the game they don't play.
But this gets very interesting now, because you think once City score they've now got half an hour to get another, and here's Lauren Hemp. Takes aim. That's over the bar. Yeah, pressure on Liverpool now. City will feel like they can win this game. Look, it might be a dodgy assist for Kirby, but it's an assist. And that's what matters at the end of the day.
I haven't seen it yet. I need to go back through and watch all the highlights tonight before we record. But yeah. Because that is the issue with doing 2 streams so close to each other, is I haven't had a chance to watch any of the 2 o'clock games.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't know how much of Villa Leicester I'm going to watch.
what's to analyse? No one did anything for ages.
Yeah.
Big point though for Leicester.
Yeah.
For Villa, it's another game where they probably should take more.
They played better and they didn't get the result.
Seems to be the story of their season, to be fair. Should have beaten Tottenham.
Yeah.
Who did they lose to last weekend?
Brighton in that weird 4-2, 10 versus 10, 2 penalties game.
Paolo Thomas got sent off.
Yeah.
I was not about that. I was going to bring her in to fancy WSL this week, and then she was suspended.
Cross
That was a terrible
blocked.
pick.
Parry deals well. Hemps, I think they're struggling right hand side. Parry
Herbinger
is
brought down by Harvey, and that'll be a Liverpool free kick.
Parry's just struggling. Hemp's getting the better of it at the moment. That's how the goal came.
And this is the issue: is they'll be able to see that as a coaching staff, but what do you do?
Yeah.
Because they haven't got another right wing back. They could
No.
put Gemma Evans there,
God.
but then they forfeit any attacking output
Gets
they might
worse.
have from their right wing back. And we've seen from recent weeks Gemma Evans not do well defensively. But that's their only option.
Yeah.
They'll probably bring Faye on, I guess, at some point in centre half. It's a real shame for Liverpool. They brought in some real quality in the window, but they didn't really bring in depth. And so now that they've picked up a couple of midfield injuries, they're just really light on numbers.
Yeah. I mean,
I
they've
don't
got
think Gemma Evans is a great signing.
no, they've got half an hour, and if they can hold on for half an hour, this will be a big point. They could still score a goal, but it just feels like it's going to get tough now, and now they're losing the ball in areas they shouldn't be losing it in. But Howe does win it back.
Hines looks to switch the play here, and Liverpool might have an attack of their own. Here, lifting it towards Herbinger, not able to hold on to it, fights for it. Looks like she committed a foul, but City come away with it. Ref
I don't
not
think.
interested.
I think Parry gets something wrong. I think she thinks she's putting the ball into Haug. If
Yeah,
she realises it's Hobinger, put it on the
Fair, I
floor.
thought it was Haug for a minute. Sure.
Yeah. And they're getting stretched,
Here's
and now
Hemp.
Hemp's got acres.
Cuts inside, could take aim, and that is not far away from Lauren Hemp. You can't let her cut inside like that because she won't miss many opportunities.
Parry's struggling.
Like that.
Just dives in it. Just look, too easy.
That discipline's gone a bit for
I
Liverpool.
mean, I don't know if her Laws knew that was going wide or just couldn't be bothered. That was that was too close to the goal kick, not even bothered like moving.
She'll say she's seen it. Right.
Laws back out. Last 5 minutes. Yeah, City are really on it.
They've not made a pass in the final third. Liverpool. They've not had a touch in the opposition box, and they've not had a shot.
Be mental if they had a shot and not done over the other two things, wouldn't they?
Maybe.
Ball through to Howe, puts a tackle in. Wasn't a great one. City
Here's
Sun's
Yamashita. Greenwood. Sagawa. Greenwood.
Wait a minute.
And Harry's had enough. Just under half an hour left then. Alexandria. Now Greenwood. He's going to lift that over the top, looking for Lauren Hemp. Cut out well by Liverpool though. Herbinger tries to come away with the ball. Important challenge from Yui Hasagawa. Now Uahabi. Roared. And Lauren Hemp will carry it forward to Manchester City. Looks to drive out wide. And that ball in. It's disappointing. And the question for now for Liverpool is how do they regroup after conceding? They've done well not to immediately concede. Because I think a lot of sides when they would have dropped a goal, then the heads drop. Then they start to worry and they start to panic. Because when you're holding on to not concede, then you concede. Your game plan sort of goes out the window. But I think Liverpool have been very resolute in how they've handled conceding. Even if there are still some gaps emerging. Here's Laws. And again, the issue of fresh legs just seems to be their biggest problem right now. Those wing back positions are very intensive. Foul in there committed by Roman Haug. City free kick, deep free kick. And he had a card in there for Haug as well. I think that was more for complaints than the tackle itself. A chance now for City to get this ball forwards. Oh, the Sky Sports graphics think Herbing has been booked. She hasn't. There we go. Unless I've booked both of them. Greenwood. Now Hemp. Wanted to drive inside there. Had Parry on her back though. Greenwood. Plays it through the lines into Roord. Brilliant turn by Jill Roord because she poke it across goal. Great from Bonner. But that's out now from Manchester City corner. And Roord just adds a bit more to this midfield, I think. I think Vivian Miedemar, a great player, but not on the level of a Jill Roord.
No.
Especially in terms of the balance it adds to that midfield.
Yes.
But yeah, corner now for Manchester City.
Still a long way to go in this game.
Fowler taking her time. Now delivers towards the near post. That's headed away by Bonner. All that build-up. And the crescendo is disappointing. And then Fowler can't bring down the clearance. FL Bailey asked, what's the story with this channel starting? We had another channel called The Football Chat, TFC. We still have that channel, actually. We had. We still got that channel. And we covered the men's football over there. We did a couple of women's games. Found that there's a real audience for it and decided to start a women's channel. I mean, we watch women's football anyway. It's just we started covering it on that channel. Realised it was doing very well. The views were much higher. And we decided that we'd start a separate channel for it. And it's done very well. It was October last year, so it's been exactly a year now. I think it was actually November we started posting. So almost a year now since we started. And we're now at 1.7k subscribers. And yeah, seeing where it will lead.
Mm-hmm.
Alexandri. Now Ua Harvey. But also there's just a huge deficit of content for the women's game on YouTube, and we're hoping to try and fill that gap a bit. Greenwood, now Hemp, Roord. I'm back in there by Fuka Nagano. Strong challenge. Both sets of players putting in some feisty challenges there. Khadija Shaw tries to find Roord, and that is a Manchester City corner. Clark just tried to knock it out. Yeah, it says 2,000 by Crimbo easily. That's the first time I've ever said Crimbo. Well, yeah, hopefully. That is only 2.5 months now.
That's why you should subscribe.
Yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We did have the ambitious goal at the start of the season of hitting 2.5k. That is 800 in about 75 days. Which isn't out of the realms of possibility, but it looks a little unlikely. But with your help, if you keep pushing the channel out, if you keep supporting all the content we produce, then that is definitely possible. Greenwood. Now Hasegawa. Alexandri. And here's Kasparai.
23 minutes. I mean, even a draw is absolutely massive for both Liverpool and for Manchester City.
Yeah, indeed.
This would be a huge drop of points in the title race. And a huge point for Liverpool.
Yeah. Well, I put them on 6, which it's not a perfect start, but it's a start.
It's one of those where they'll go, they should have beat West Ham, but they wouldn't have expected to get a point today.
Yeah.
And they still might not get a point today.
But the performance in this game in particular has been really strong. I think the performances this season in general have been really strong. It's just, they're so
also
hurt by the fact that they don't have any depth.
Herbinger's
ball in, that's taken away, and Hines almost puts it in her own net.
Again.
Great header from Cherbourg to take that away from both Roord
Why
and
has she done
Khadija
that?
Shaw. And then Hines, I have no idea what she's trying to do there. She doesn't want to fall to Fowler at the back post, but turn and clear it out.
Or just clear it normally rather than aim it towards your goal.
Gary said, I'm getting old, I have no idea what Nick Nat just said. Must be the lingo of the youth. And Nick Nat said, why do you call it Yuletide? What do you call it, Yuletide? Yeah. Gary's from a very bygone era. Liverpool send it long.
Enderby's chasing.
By Kasparai. Now Greenwood.
Sorry. And Hobinger was booked for kicking the ball away earlier.
Oh, there goes a fancy WSL point. Fuming. RC says, how are you watching the game? I figured it was off air. No, it's on Sky Sports if you're in the UK. It's one of the broadcast picks for the WSL, so that's why it's not on YouTube. So if you're unable to watch it, that's why we stream. So if we can provide coverage for people who aren't able to watch the game. But yeah. Here is Mary Fowler. Nice footwork. So they've swapped her and Hemp now.
Yes, they have.
Fowler ball in, dealt with there by Clark. Going to fall for Greenwood, so they'll look to try and keep the pressure on. Greenwood to Uwahabi. Here's Park. Not a great touch by Jess Park, which does get under her control. No. Alexandri. Park.
Liverpool very deep, very regimented. They do not want to give anything away. City just biding their time. They've still got 20 minutes and they know that. It's going to be late subs again. We know that Gareth Taylor doesn't like to go to the subs bench too. I think he'll want to get a second and then bring the subs on. Which is a weird way round to do it, but we've seen that's his preference. We saw it against Brighton. They killed the game off, then the subs came on.
Yeah, in that Brighton game, they didn't really ever kill the game off.
No, they didn't.
They scored early. They scored in the first half, and then second half just didn't really work. They had so many chances, just couldn't put them back in the net. Change for Liverpool. Kiernan coming on, bit of fresh legs up front. You would assume that's Roman Haug. FPL Beta says, you guys have a fantasy league? Yes, we do have a fantasy WSL league. But I'm not top of it, so pointless really.
I'm doing quite well.
I'm on 41 now this week.
Maybe she's got your points wrong.
I don't think I'd counted them properly.
Oh.
I've got 12 now from Shaw as well. But and I've still got Lasada 3, Herbinger 1, Fox 4 to get subbed in. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's another 8 there, which will put me on 49. And presumably Shaw will be on for bonuses, hopefully. If I could get a Herbinger goal or a Kasperai, Rord or Shaw goal, that'd be great. Greenwood. Don't know what to do with my team next. I think I need to take out Hayley Rasa because I think she's injured, which isn't great. And my goalkeepers both have horrible games. I've got D'Angelo against City, I think, and Spencer against Chelsea.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Well,
Considering Valentine's choice, but they've got some tough games coming up.
I've got 3.2 million, so...
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I don't know who to move for, because I don't like anyone.
I find it so difficult, yeah. Because everyone's got difficult fixtures.
Everyone will have a difficult game in about 1 or 2 weeks, because there's not as many games in WSL, it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
Hemp cuts inside. Now Park.
Hemp's got to start shooting when she cuts in.
And that's good from Laws.
Hemp should be taking these opportunities to cut in and shoot.
Yeah.
Here, we know she's got it in her to score from there. Instead, she plays at the Park. There's a shot from further out, and it gets deflected. Equally, we also know Jess Park can score from there, as we learned in the opening match week.
There's Clark. Laws. Matthews back to Laws.
I just...
Lifts it forwards. That's one back in there by Uwahabi. Now Lauren Hemp. Hemp tries to find Shaw. Will be kept alive by Park. Fowler just wide.
Wow. I don't see a world where Liverpool hold on here. I really don't. 16 minutes to go and City are all over them. A goal's coming. This one was close from Fowler. Yeah, it's not a bad effort at all.
Bailey says Joyce is a no-brainer 4.0 goalkeeper. I think she's surely higher than that now.
No.
She hasn't gone up.
No.
Well, Shea Yanez is on the most points of anyone now, after today.
Blimey.
Yeah, Fantastic Joyce still 4.0. Yamashita 4.1. Van Domslav 5 mil.
Bonner struggling with some cramp. Kinn's coming on. I don't think that's for Bonner. I'll be stunned.
Going Hail Mary. Yeah, I don't like United, is my problem. It's impacting my judgment. James at 4.0 mil seems a no-brainer as well. What I might do is Spencer to Fallon Joyce and then use the money I get from that to do Raso to Clinton.
Fair enough.
That makes sense. Because United are probably still good.
Yeah.
Gary says, who are the top sides in WSL? Are Chelsea still the top dog? We hope. Chelsea, City, Arsenal are the sides realistically in with the chance to win the title. Then you've got a weird pack at the moment where we don't really know where anyone is. But last season it was Liverpool, United, Tottenham. But United have started really well, so maybe they're slightly above it. Liverpool have played well but not got the points. And Tottenham have been terrible but have got some points. So they're all in a weird position. And
Brighton.
We've now got Brighton who are really good. We've got Villa who are playing well but never win. They just keep playing really well and somehow lose. Probably them and Leicester are just behind that pack.
Yeah.
And they've not really been able to get anything yet. But then Palace surprisingly beat Leicester last weekend, so they're a bit out of position right now. And then you've got Everton and West Ham, and who are probably with Palace in the relegation fight. So it's still working itself out. We've only had 4 game weeks, and Chelsea Man United had a game postponed due to fixture clashes. So yeah, it's been a bit weird. We don't know where anyone is. If this was to finish like this, though, Chelsea will be top, I think.
Yeah.
Which would be a bit of a surprise. They played 1 game left.
Chelsea and United are in the top 2, and they haven't played. They've got a game in hand against each other.
Brighton in 3rd, City 4th, Liverpool 5th.
Well, Fowler off for Gino on. Yet to really make a mark in the WSL this season for Manchester City. Has got 14 minutes to help her side find a goal here.
And the problem for City and Arsenal is obviously they drew against each other, which puts them on the back foot already compared to Chelsea. And then if Arsenal have already dropped points to Everton and lost to Chelsea.
Yeah.
And City, if they drop points here, well, it means that there'll be a point behind Chelsea. Chelsea have a game in hand. Chelsea could open up a 4-point gap before they even play in November.
Yeah.
And that's if City remain flawless between now and then.
And suddenly City then got to beat Chelsea twice.
I think, if anything, the fact that that both Arsenal and City are in the Champions League has meant that they are worse this season.
Yeah.
I mean, Arsenal in general are just not playing very well.
Mm.
And City look tired.
But it's going to make a hell of a fight for second, because then suddenly Man United are in that fight.
Yeah.
Maybe Liverpool in
and
that fight for third.
And they have no competitions.
Yeah. They play nobody ever.
No. Other than the WSL.
And that's the thing, we still haven't chucked... Well, they play Conti Cup at the moment, don't they?
No.
But that is a nicer competition than the Champions League.
Undoubtedly.
But yeah, so I think it could get very interesting.
Anyway, they'll be out of that soon. United.
Parry heads it on to Femp. She's the opposite of what she wanted to do.
Hemp looking to take on Parry now. Nice turn, puts the ball into the box.
Good punch from Laws.
But only as far as Raw, and there's a foul in there on Rachel Laws.
Yeah, Parry struggling. That's the second time the ball's gone in.
How much is Rachel Laws? The problem is they keep scoring stupid own goals.
She's in a lot of pain here.
5 million. And this is worrying, because Liverpool don't have another goalkeeper. Let us remind you that. Sure, lumping into her.
Yeah.
Liverpool at the moment, due to their second goalkeeper is out injured, and their third choice goalkeeper is at the U17 Women's World Cup. So they have no other goalkeeper. I don't know who that is warming up.
With a fourth choice keeper, won't it?
I don't think they've got one.
They'll have one. They'll have someone. They'll have a goalkeeper on the bench.
I don't think they do.
Well, whoever that is going in goal. If anyone knows more on
They don't have a goalkeeper on the bench.
So who's that warming up? There's the spare goal. Yeah, that is the spare goalkeeper kit.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have another goalkeeper.
If Rachel Laws is injured, Liverpool have to put an outfielder in goal.
Who is going in goal here?
Well, there's someone's gone to warm up, so there must be a designated if Laws gets injured.
Yeah.
But who is it?
Because it's the issue. They don't have... Their oldest goalkeeper currently at the club is 15.
Here we go. They're getting the kit ready.
They can't stick her in goal.
An outfielder's going in goal.
Well, some coach has got to go to the bench and
or
go...
some bloke.
Who fancies going in goal?
Who that is?
Number 30. And that is... That doesn't exist. Is it Daniels 20?
No. I think it could... I don't know.
But they don't have that.
Anyway, changes coming. Bonner is off for Faye and Kapox is off for Kiernan. So like-for-like changes there.
Yeah.
But the bigger concerns around the Liverpool goalkeeper.
Well, they're going to have to go with a Just an outfielder in goal for a bit.
Because while Rachel Laws is still down, by the way, they do not have a goalkeeper on the bench. She's sat up now.
Surely there is a goalkeeper, a free agent goalkeeper, even if they're 50.
They can't register them.
No, but they could have. Free agents can
yeah.
register.
You've just gone and got a fourth choice goalkeeper. You knew this was going to happen. You knew your goalkeeper was going to be at the Euros.
Well, they didn't know. But they knew that, but they didn't know the second goalkeeper was going to get injured.
But you still get a third one. That is number 20.
Well, the third goalkeeper's gone to the under 17.
That is, yeah. They've got it will be Daniels to go. She's the goalkeeper. They have to have a Daniels printed goalkeeper kit.
Well, in all eventualities, it doesn't seem like it's happening now.
Hopefully, Laws is okay.
Laws is back on her feet.
There is a goalkeeper. So that's in. So Daniels is the.
It's the backup there.
Is the backup
At
keeper.
least we learnt that. I might get Daniels in goal. How would that work for Fantasy WSL?
Yeah.
You get her as a striker and then she's getting save points. Are you sure?
She's a bargain.
What if she comes on and scores a goal up front, then goes and goal, gets some save points and a clean sheet? Gasparai cuts it back. It's blocked. Hines.
If you're City, you shoot. You know the goalkeeper's been down injured.
Here's Enderby.
You need a goal.
Coming forwards, big challenge in there from Iowa Fagino.
Yeah. 9 minutes. There'll be a lot of additional. There's been a few injuries in this game. 8 minutes.
Attempt down the line. Clark smashes it out. No keeper on the bench, man. They're playing FM. They are, yeah. That is literally me on FM.
So I get, because they will have to name a designated goalkeeper on the bench. So obviously Daniels is the named one in terms of all the is registered as the named goalkeeper. That's why she's got her own printed goalkeeper kit.
Is there mention the WSL? Because I think they could have stuck their under 15s keeper.
I don't know.
Some poor 15-year-old's got to go out for a shift.
I think Daniels is potentially.
I don't hope not. If not, the future goalkeeper's not very good.
I know, distribution wise and things, and just like
That's true.
confidence and not being 50 and height as well.
Not being 15. Very true. But what an insane situation for a football club to be in.
For Gino.
I'm guessing they just don't have an under 19s or under 21s team.
Wait, well, no, that is saying that goalkeeper is probably the one at the under 17 Euros.
Yeah, she's covering all the teams. I guess maybe they don't. They might just go under 17s to under 23s. There aren't many.
Stepped up.
Shaw in behind. Big from Laws.
Oh, the post! Oh my days, it's bounced clear.
Put it in.
Just someone's got to get it gone.
Faye's going to drive out the penalty area and clear it.
Wow, how has City not scored?
Jesus Christ. How
Shaw.
has Shaw not put that in the back of the net?
Does she get the run right? Yes, she does. They don't step up together. Laws does enough.
And this.
Plays it on goal.
Oh.
How no Liverpool defender got contact on that one? If it was going in, it would have gone in. Because they both missed two players on the line, both missed it.
Yeah, wrapping around Casper Eye.
Enderby,
Brilliant
superb.
from Mia Enderby.
And there's a foul in there,
and
silly from Casper. Really silly from Casper.
Frustration is boiling over now for Man City.
I mean, they'll be thinking, how on earth this hasn't gone in? Short.
Does well around the keeper. Should finish.
If it had gone in, the two players on the line would have actually missed it. It's incredible.
What do they? Clark might have caught it if that was going in.
Maybe.
Positioned just right. She knew exactly where that post was.
She definitely didn't miss it. There I go. Shit. 7 to play. City need a goal. This is why we love the WSL, though. What a game this has been. No matter what the result is, what a game this has been. Hines with a good turn. Hines with a great ball in.
Looking for Mia Enderby. Ball cut back towards the edge of the box.
Enderby offside. No, she wasn't. Yes, she was.
Everyone just stopped for a laugh. Alex Green.
Kieran would have got there as well. To that ball.
6 minutes of regulation time remaining, of course, additional time.
I think we've got double
still
that
to
at
be
least.
allotted. What, 12 minutes additional time?
No.
Here's Hemp. Ball into the box. Headed away by Faye.
Oh, it's not great. But again,
Nagano
brilliant.
gets it clear only as far as Dua Harby, though. And they'll keep it alive here, Manchester City. Hemp. Gets around Parry, falls for Gino. Has to release that. Park. Ford.
How's
Ford,
Virginia not even got a shot off? How has Virginia not even got a shot off there?
Oh, Caitlin Ford's really playing.
Apparently it took a touch off somebody.
I didn't.
I'm not sure who. Again, Parry gets beaten. I mean, I don't know how the referee's giving a corner.
Or maybe a nick off Nagano, we'll see.
Well, she's right in front of it.
No, she's black.
No. The referee is 2 yards away from that ball and she's giving a corner.
I'm 1,000 miles away and I can see, probably not 1,000, I don't know anything about distance. City corner. I was thinking, oh yeah, no, because 500 miles is Scotland, isn't it?
I'd probably say...
Ball in. No. Yes.
Oh, it's wide.
Fired wide.
How is that not in?
Harvey fires wide for City.
Was that? I don't know who fired wide.
Harvey Alexander is short at the same shot.
The ball bounced down the corner.
Oh, Nagano played it to her. And it was Greenwood, I think, in there, actually. Just placed it wide.
Wow.
It just won't go.
I don't know what Nagano's thinking.
I'm not sure she was. I think she wanted to get it clear. That's not what she intended. Greenwood. How is that not in?
I don't know. This is incredible. 4 minutes of normal time. And then we get into weird time.
Ball long from Parry.
Great flick on. Kinnan will chase. They're both chasing the same ball. Enderby and Kinnan got to communicate.
Yeah, but if that works.
We didn't. And
then Anfield erupts.
And they're both out of position.
But we've won it high. All because they stayed up.
Got to use it though.
Enderby.
Where's she going? Don't go back. You put yourself under pressure. That's really silly. You've got to hold the ball up there.
Nagano.
They're inviting
killing time.
I know, they're inviting City onto them though.
Spacing behind. Laws.
Great.
Smashes it up
what
in the air.
What a waste. What a waste.
Rod gets it down. And now City can play.
They've got to be smart at this, Liverpool, and not give it back to the goalkeeper and just smash up the air.
Paul Sennett thinks it'll be 3-1 City.
Fair enough.
That would hell of a last few minutes. Sharrell says that Japanese winger should not start over Kelly or Fowler. Virginia, I agree she shouldn't start. I think that she's a player with high potential, but there's been too many times where she's just not at that level yet. I'm sure against Arsenal she should have scored a goal. And she didn't. I just think she's not quite at that level. Against Brighton, she looked anonymous for large parts. And Marcus Golak says, which team has more possibilities to win? I think this... I don't know how it's going to end, but I think City are probably the favourites to go and get a goal here. Virginia. They've been the dominant force in this second half as they push to try and maintain their top spot in the WSL. Park. Hasegawa. Here's Greenwood. Firgino keeps it alive. Calls for handball or dismissed. Here's Shaw in the box. Can't keep it alive. Firgino. I should have gone to Casper from Firgino if I'm honest. Park knocks it wide. Harvey plays it through. Hem can't quite get there on full reach.
Wow.
And that will bobble through Delors.
I think
2 minutes to play.
Liverpool had 3 offsides in there at one point. Well, not at one point, 3 points.
That's on, but Hemp couldn't get there.
Wow. Yeah, not long left now. Laws is taking as long as she can possibly can about this.
Much too short. Frustration.
It's not a bad ball. No one's under it.
Parry annoyed at Laws.
Does well to get up. Greenwood sends it up. Parry's chested it off. What a bizarre thing to do.
Well, to be fair, this cameraman is not helping. Harvey.
He's trying.
Liverpool fan in disguise. It's like his jumper. There, look. There, Harvey.
Parry struggled since about the 70th minute.
Yeah, but she's put a shift in today.
She has.
Phenomenal first half. Just second half, Liverpool have lost that gas a bit.
I think we've got at least, 7 additional minutes.
I don't think it'll be that high, should
I do.
Laws was down for
Law's been down
3,
twice.
4?
You know, she threw herself at a goal post.
Oh, that is true. I forgot about that.
So we had Smith down in the first. I don't know. You have additional in the first half, but you had subs had a lot. That's a City throw. That's a Liverpool throw. Sorry, yep. Big tackle from Parry on Hemp wins a throw as well. Liverpool have got to keep possession when they get it. I think Parry is knackered, but she's kept running today. Shaw's not happy about how long Liverpool are taking about this.
Yeah. Echo Bailey says Virginia feels like a keep Hasegawa happy by. I didn't really understand their recruitment this summer. I was criticised for describing it as just signing loads of Japanese players, but that is quite literally what they did. I don't think Fujino or Yamashita 7 minutes of additional time. Still time then for City to find a winner. But I don't think Fujino or Yamashita massively improved their side.
No.
They needed a backup
Make it
goalkeeper,
worse.
which has come in and started, and I don't think Fujino offers anything that Kelly or Fowler don't. I think they're fine in the wide areas. They've got Blinkildebrand who could play, then they've got Park. What they needed was a defensive midfielder, and they didn't get one. And so they're quite like that. They need a backup goalkeeper, so they've got a starting goalkeeper, and Keaton can't get a start for love nor money.
Which is mental.
6.5 minutes. But they're going to lose her. Because, you know, if you're a team like Liverpool, why not try a cheeky bid next summer? I know she's got a long-term contract, but never know.
Mm.
Alexandri, now Fujino.
Liverpool 11 players all behind the ball now. 6 minutes. I think another 30 seconds. They've stepped off. Haven't allowed to put the ball in. You can't allow to cross it in with Shaw's in the box.
That's blocked. And Parry will send it forwards, looking for Mir Enderby. That's going to run off.
You can't afford
minutes.
to let them cross it with Khadija Shaw.
You just get that feeling that
something's coming.
Something's coming, isn't
And
it?
whether that's Liverpool on the break or City finally find the back of the net.
So just knocking on that door for so long. Alexandri plays it through. Khadija Shaw running in behind. Shaw, and it's there. And you could sense something was coming. And with Manchester City knocking on the door, they've finally knocked it down. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 2. Anfield deflates as Shaw strikes home. And City back to top of the league.
Huge goal, absolutely huge goal. Shaw blasting away through the defence and blasting it into the back of the net. Brilliant, brilliant goal. A top player, difference maker today. Difference maker. A Khadija Shaw double has won Man City this game.
Well, I asked you a question when we were looking at the players in the tunnel. Khadija Shaw only one goal in the WSL this season. Would she be looking to add to her account? Well, she has today with another 2 and 2 crucial goals. And will we look back on this moment and say that's where City
just too easy.
cemented themselves as title contenders? Because if they'd lost or drawn today, they'd be behind Chelsea already. But now, they're the pace setters.
Just too focused on Shaw.
Leaders.
Doesn't focus on the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it's brilliant from Shaw. Shaw holds her off and then just smashed it in the back of the net.
Faye's just not strong enough to handle it. I think Gemma Bonner would, but Bonner was knackered, had to come off.
A cramp as well.
And Khadija Shaw.
It's a huge goal. It's absolutely massive goal.
Last year's WSL top goal scorer. Takes her account to 3 for the 24-25 season. City are coming forwards again now. But there's a foul in there on Fuka Nagano.
City needed that.
Sorry, Amir Enderby.
Again, they could have dropped points in, but they keep their title race going strong.
And this is, again, the difference between Manchester City and Arsenal. Is that Man City get the job done. No matter what. They get the job done. They get the win over the line. They get the points over the line. Arsenal draw with Everton at home. That is the key difference.
Yeah. I mean, for Liverpool, I think you have to give credit to the team. You have to give credit to the coaches.
Well, this is the second game of the season that City should have lost.
Yeah.
And they'll come away with the win. Because, you know, first half, Liverpool the better side, and Liverpool fought really hard in the second 45.
It's another game. And I don't think Liverpool will think, they won't look at it. Well, it depends how you look at it, but I think, and it's a harsh way to do it, but it's another game where Liverpool could have taken something. Should have beaten West Ham, should have beaten Leicester, did beat Tottenham, and could have got something today. And I think they played brilliantly. I think they're a very, very good football team. But the fact they're on 5 points from 4 games, when realistically I could have, based on their performances, I would put them on 10 points.
Yeah.
And that is what, but it's a results business, not a performance business. You don't get points for playing well, you get points for getting results.
We look at the points table, not the expected points one.
Yeah.
Gary says, take care, guys. See you again in a month or 2. Thank you, Gary. See you eventually.
I mean, Khadija was player of the match because she scored a double and she single-handedly won City this game.
Yeah. The difference maker today. Khadija Shaw.
I'm annoyed I didn't captain her in WSL Fantasy.
I did.
Because everyone gains on me. Every time she does something, she gains. Little gain.
Yep. Lovely stuff.
A big goal. Gareth Taylor will be happy with that.
I think it's only 4 points for a goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll get another 8. Put me on 49. with another 8 on the bench to get subbed in. Not too shabby. I hope Olivia Smith's injury isn't serious, because that's a player I'd be having my eye on in fantasy.
Yeah.
So. Proper player.
Liverpool, they did a good job today. It's one of those where in football you just have to do quality prevails. And, you know, I think
here comes Kiernan, though.
Hang on a minute.
No, Harvey. Ends any thought that City might throw this away at the death. And ball in behind, looking for Shaw, will drop for Hemp, who will carry it forwards. Twisting and turning. And darting past red shirts. What's the league code for your league? Ours for your Bailey. I can have a look. Should have committed it to memory by now.
Yeah.
It is... I'll just copy it into the chat. RE0JR2L.
So, for City, it will be Villa up next Sunday. For Liverpool, they play... Is it Man United? No.
United got Brighton.
Who did Liverpool play?
I have looked at this, but we'll look again.
Palace.
Yes.
Palace. That's a nice game. They need to get another 3 points on the board there.
Yeah. Sure. Fine temp.
This will be a tough one to take. They fought very well today.
Hemp. Jill Rord. Hemp again.
I don't think Faye knows the offside rule. Since she's come on,
she's trying to lap.
She just keeps putting her arm up every time the pass is played.
And this will not leave this corner. I think this will be the end of today's game. What a day for Khadija Shaw. And what a crucial win this could turn out to be for Manchester City. Shaw holding the ball up now. In this corner. Using a big physical presence that got them 2 goals. Surprised she hasn't been booked for reacting.
Yeah,
she will now be booked for reacting. She will be lucky not to get a second yellow for reacting. I don't know what she's doing. There was no need for that. And that's cost me 2 fancy WSL points. Petulant that from Khadija Shaw, uncharacteristically so.
I think now ref on a different day would have sent her off.
Yeah, there was 2 reactions. At the first one, they reacted to the yellow card. Park tries to knock that down. Kiernan. She's only 4 away now from a 1-match ban.
3.
Surely only yellow.
Yeah.
Had a play for a Manchester City throw. They'll hold it in this corner a minute over the initial allotted additional time. Which is a very difficult sentence to say 5 times quickly.
That old lady in the crowd really feels like I should blow a whistle. And we're not really sure what we're playing on for.
Park.
Which way Park's going?
Ref's got Park in her fancy over herself. She needs the points. Had a play. At some point today, this game may end.
Count up to 99. I'm not sure what we're playing on for. We're 2 minutes over the added. This ref's got nowhere to be.
And finally, we hear the final whistle. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 2. A crucial victory spearheaded by the brace from Khadija Shaw. What an important win this could turn out to be for the WSL title race. They climb back to ascendancy in the WSL above Chelsea, despite, though, Chelsea having a game in hand. We've got to factor in. But for now, City the leaders. Good start to the season. Today was a potential slip-up, but they saw through it despite Olivia Smith's early goal and the belief it gave Liverpool that they could hold on, City crushed that belief because they have Khadija Shaw.
Yeah, big win for City, huge win. Khadija Shaw showing her class once again.
Player of the match, easiest vote we're going to do this season.
Khadija Shaw, what a player! What a player! Gets Man City over the line today in very, very emphatic, in excelling fashion, really. But Liverpool, there's a lot of positives there. They have not got the results they wanted this season, but for me, they could have gone unbeaten from their first 4. They've played very, very well, and over the course of the season, if they keep playing like that, they will deliver some very, very exciting performances and finish very high at the table. But Man City, top of the lot right now, exactly where they want to be.
Yeah, 5 points from 4 for Liverpool. They're yet to lose a game by more than a 1-goal margin, which is quite an impressive record this season. They've done quite well so far, and they'll be keen to keep the good times rolling. But yeah, just to recap this weekend, then we started with Arsenal losing 2-1 at home to Chelsea. Then today we have Manchester United 3, Tottenham 0, Villa 0, Leicester 0, Palace 0, Brighton 1. The goal for Bruno Villamaya. Everton 1, West Ham 1 as Everton scored a goal, but it was through Kamir Saiz, the West Ham defender, an own goal. And then Liverpool finishing the day by losing 2-1 to Manchester City at Anfield. But a valiant effort from Liverpool and a performance I think the players will be proud of. For Manchester City, a game and a win that could be vital for their chances of winning the WSL title this season. So yeah, great stuff. We are back in the week with UWCL action. On Wednesday we'll be live for Manchester City and Arsenal's fixtures in the Champions League. Unfortunately, we can't join you for Chelsea Wednesday, but we'll be back next weekend with our first Chelsea stream of October. It feels a while. It has been a while since we've streamed Chelsea on this channel. But on Sunday, we've got a double up. Man City versus Aston Villa at 12:30 and at 7:15, Chelsea versus Tottenham. Big game. Should be a good weekend. But yes, so join us there. Tomorrow we will be posting our video where we review everything from this match week. So go and check that out. And we'll have videos out in the meantime, so you can go watch those also. But that is everything from us today. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.